back door, finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven had a reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Down to Hawley Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for 2.
Dribble in the corner, Holzer feeds across to a cutting Copperbig.
And spin behind, ball picked up by the Greyhounds, forward pass. Miller hustles back with an outstanding defensive play to get a block shot.
Little right-handed dribble, goes to Reichel, deep three-pointer on the way! That's good.
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the 3, and it's good.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
for listening to today's Nugget sporting event. But we offer more activities than just athletics. Hawley students can be part of groups like the Student Council, Riverwatch, Science Olympiad, FFA, Art Club, Yearbook, Knowledge Bowl, Speech, Debate, Band, and Choir. There's also a 3-act play, a 1-act play, and musical. Fine arts, academics, and athletics, a winning combination. Hawley Public Schools, preparing students for the challenges and opportunities of tomorrow.
Backdoor, finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven had a reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Out to Hawley Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for 2.
Dribble in the corner, Holzer feeds across to a cutting Copperbig.
And spin behind. Ball picked up by the Greyhounds. Forward pass. Miller hustles back with an outstanding defensive play to get a block shot.
Little right-handed dribble goes to Reichel. Deep three-pointer on the way. That's good.
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the 3, and it's good.
Ulstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good evening and welcome to our coverage here tonight of high school girls basketball action in this Section 8 AA girls basketball matchup between the Pelican Rapids Vikings on the road to take on the Hawley Golden Nuggets here tonight. As you just saw moments ago, the JV game going to Hawley 48-38 as we gear you up for the varsity contest between these two teams. They met just over a month ago. We'll talk about that and talk about the season, how things have been looking. We'll hear from the coaches, Brian Korff of the Pelican Rapids Vikings and Mr. Bill Gottenberg, head coach of the Hawley Golden Nuggets as well. Part of our pregame show, it's Hawley hosting Pelican Rapids girls basketball tonight on yourliveevent.com.
Hawley Public Schools thanks you for listening to today's Nugget sporting event. But we offer more activities than just athletics. Hawley students can be part of groups like the Student Council, Riverwatch, Science Olympiad, FFA, Art Club, Yearbook, Knowledge Bowl, Speech, Debate, Band, and Choir. There's also a 3-act play, a 1-act play, and musical. Fine arts, academics, and athletics, a winning combination. Hawley Public Schools, preparing students for the challenges and opportunities of tomorrow. Hawley Public Schools thanks you for listening to today's Nugget sporting event. But we offer more activities than just athletics. Hawley students can be part of groups like the Student Council, Riverwatch, Science Olympiad, FFA, Art Club, Yearbook, Knowledge Bowl, Speech, Debate, Band, and Choir. There's also a 3-act play, a 1-act play, and musical. Fine arts, academics, and athletics, a winning combination. Hawley Public Schools, preparing students for the challenges and opportunities of tomorrow. Hawley Public Schools thanks you for listening to today's Nugget Sporting event. But we offer more activities than just athletics. Hawley students can be part of groups like the Student Council, Riverwatch, Science Olympiad, FFA, Art Club, Yearbook, Knowledge Bowl, Speech, Debate, Band, and Choir. There's also a 3-act play, a 1-act play, and musical. Fine arts, academics, and athletics, a winning combination. Hawley Public Schools thanks you for listening to today's Nugget Sporting event. But we offer more activities than just athletics. Hawley students can be part of groups like the Student Council, Riverwatch, Science Olympiad, FFA, Art Club, Yearbook, Knowledge Bowl, Speech, Debate, Band, and Choir. There's also a 3-act play, a 1-act play, and musical. Fine arts, academics, and athletics, a winning combination. Hawley Public Schools, preparing students for the challenges and opportunities of tomorrow.
Brian Korff joining us here on our pregame show as they come into Hawley tonight to take on the Nuggets in a section matchup. Coach, a nice season you've been having so far. Tell me a little bit about it and how things have been going overall for the Vikings.
Yeah, you know what? It's been good. Our girls have come a long way since November, since the first day of practice, and I've been very pleased with their effort. I've been very pleased with their growth offensively and defensively, and their confidence is only growing as the season's gone on. You see a lot of improvement in the whole team. I like how all the team is they've accepted their roles and are working together to help the team be successful. So great group of girls, work hard. They enjoy being around each other, and I enjoy being around them. I don't know if they enjoy being around me, but at least they enjoy being around each other.
As far as the growth, like you mentioned, what have you seen from the beginning of the year back in November to this point that's really stood out to you as a coach?
You know, just being more assertive, on defense and offense, being more aggressive. Defensively, you know what I mean, just not allowing people just to get to the basket, getting more ball stops. Offensively, being more assertive, going to the basket, looking to score, and it's been fun to watch them grow that way. I've had to push them a little bit because they're pretty... they're kind of just nice teammates and let other people do the scoring where, I'm trying to get more people to look to be scorers and then just looking at one or two people. So, it's made our team better, and hopefully by March that we got 5 girls on the court that are scoring threats.
As far as the defensive level too, has that been a stronger point even for you overall as the game goes?
Yeah, our defense has been good. It's really improved. We've got more assertive there, getting stronger. These girls are young. We're playing a lot of sophomores and a freshman, and an 8th grader comes off the bench. So they're getting used to that varsity speed and strength of the varsity game.
As far as tonight's matchup with the Hawley Nuggets, section opponent, and I'm sure always a competitive matchup, but what do you know about them coming into this one tonight?
Yeah, first of all, we're going to figure out what Coach Gottenberg's got under his sleeve here. There's always something different, right? So that's step one. We figure out what he's doing, and then we'll go from there. But you know what? They're going to be well coached. They're disciplined. They go to the basket hard. They're good shooters. They're going to play hard. They're going to play good defense. So we have to play well. We have to hit shots to compete tonight, to even stay in the game.
Coach, appreciate the time. Good luck to you and the Vikings tonight.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Brian Korff, head coach of Pelican Rapids, joining us on our pregame show tonight as they are in town to take on the Hawley Nuggets in the second meeting of this season between these two teams. We'll talk about that first meeting with head coach Bill Gottenberg when we come back on our pregame show as the Nuggets get set to do battle with the Vikings of Pelican Rapids. Girls basketball, a section matchup and a conference matchup as well on yourliveevent.com.
Hawley Public Schools thanks you for listening to today's Nugget Sporting event. But we offer more activities than just athletics. Hawley students can be part of groups like the Student Council, Riverwatch, Science Olympiad, FFA, Art Club, Yearbook, Knowledge Bowl, Speech, Debate, Band, and Choir. There's also a 3-act play, a 1-act play, and musical. Fine arts, academics, and athletics, a winning combination. Hawley Public Schools, preparing students for the challenges and opportunities of tomorrow.
Bill Gottenberg joining us here on the pregame show as they host Pelican Rapids tonight, a team you faced not too long ago here, Bill. Tell me about that previous meeting with Pelican and what you remember about them.
Yeah, we traveled down to Pelican and we had a chance to win. We had the lead, with under a couple minutes to go, and then they got a layup and then took the lead, and they got a stop, and we weren't able to convert there and had to foul. But yeah, to go down there and they were in control most of the game, and we hung around and made a nice comeback there and had our chances, so it was a fun game.
Kind of nearing the end of the season here, regular season-wise for your team. What have you seen out of them as far as improvements from the beginning of the year?
Oh, I like our post plays coming along with Emma and Marissa inside, and so that's showing some nice improvement. Our passing's getting better. Defense is getting better too. So I think the kids are trying hard and doing their best.
As far as tonight's lineup, too, a couple of key players that are out for you. Izzy Steers going to be out with a concussion, but as far as filling in, as you've had some good depth throughout the season too. I know that players off the bench have done a nice job for you, and I'm sure you're expecting the same thing here tonight.
Right, yeah. So we'll miss Izzy, of course. Very dynamic player for us, and so the kids will have to fill in and step up here and go hard out there and do the best they can.
You come off of a victory from this weekend as well, and not only a nice win, but also a milestone for one of your players, Anna Steer, getting to that 1,000-point mark. It's got to be exciting for the entire team and the coaching staff to see something like that happen.
Yeah, I think tonight before the game, they'll recognize that, and she was close there in Barnesville, got within 3 points on the road there, and then we went up to Crookston on Saturday, and she got it taken care of early in the game and had a nice game along with that. And afterwards, we lost to Barnesville, but we had beaten Crookston, so we could celebrate a little bit more joyfully, with her accomplishment, and the team had a nice win, so everybody was really smiling after that.
As far as this matchup tonight with Pelican Rapids, a section matchup, always an important one, but what do you need to do different compared to that first meeting to get the job done at home?
Well, I don't know if you can really stop Morgan Korff, so maybe if we can shore down and keep the other kids under control a little bit, and she'll probably get her points. But if we can do a good job rebounding and take care of the basketball and don't give them some easy baskets, get back on defense well. And then on offense, we'll have to try to find some ways to score and work the ball and hopefully get some inside game going and get some second shots.
Bill, as always, appreciate the time. Good luck to you and the girls tonight.
Thank you, Kurt. Appreciate it.
Bill Gottenberg, head coach of the Hawley Nuggets, joining us here on our pregame show as they get set to take on the Pelican Rapids Vikings for the second time here this season. We'll keep it here on our pregame show and get you set for the action. My name is Kurt Fillion here with the broadcast call tonight, and Jed Carlson going to join me here in just a moment as well as we get set for this one, which should be a great game. Looking back here, Jed, this was a very tight battle back in January. This would have been January 5th. They met over in Pelican Rapids in a 55-51 final score in favor of Pelican Rapids. And you just heard Coach Bill Gottenberg talk about the fact that it was a close game. They had their chances, but just came up a little bit short. Some things to learn from that and things to learn from a tough road that they've had up to this point.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this game. Getting to see Pelican for the first time here this season. I'm really excited to see Miss Korff play. And you hear a lot about her. Some people will tell you she might be the best player in the Heart Lakes Conference. So really excited to see her play. And I thought it was interesting, Coach Gottenberg saying, well, you can't really stop her, right? So we're just going to try to limit her and see what the Nuggets can do to get over the hump. Sounds like a good, close, hotly contested game last time. And we'll see what the Nuggets can do to see if they can change that.
Nuggets will end the season on a kind of a section rally here. In fact, their last 4 games have been section opponents. Their last 4 games will be also section opponents They'll have 4 games remaining after tonight. They will have another game a week from tonight on next Tuesday the 14th at East Grand Forks. Then they'll host Perham on the 16th of February. They'll be at DGF on the 21st of February and close out the regular season at home against Monaga. Pelican Rapids, they've got some battles coming up too. A couple section opponents with Barnesville on Thursday night this week. They'll have a Monday game against Crookston. At home, they'll have Breckenridge, Norman County East, Hewlin Hitterdal, and Clinton, Graceville, Beardsley to close out the season. All home games for Pelican Rapids, so at least they won't have to travel much for their last games leading up into the playoffs, which will be important. And talking to both coaches off the air, this is going to be a very interesting section tournament. You look at Hawley, they're right in the mix there. They're, in fact, close to the middle of this 16-team tournament they're going to have. Pelican Rapids is ranked number 2 in the section with their 16-4 overall record, 10-3 in the section, 7-2 in the conference. They're in the top 25 for Class AA, ranked at number 21 currently. Nuggets are number 41 overall. They're 6-6 in the section, 12-7 overall coming into this one. And as far as points for and against, Nuggets scoring 52.7 a game. Pelican Rapids only 50, but they're holding their opponents to 45 per game. The Nuggets allowing 50.6 points per game. So I got a feeling this is going to be one of those games, a game of cat and mouse here tonight.
Yeah, it sure is. And I tell you what, if you're Pelican Rapids, you want to probably make sure that you're staying ahead of Crookston in the standings, right, and getting one of those top 2 seeds. And as you look at them on paper, all of their losses, they're 16-4, all of their losses have come to really quality basketball teams. Twice to Perm, who's the number 1 seed. Underwood, who's a really good Class A team, they're 16-3. I think that game was on the road. And then Thief River Falls. So, looking at those opponents, I don't think there's 10 losses combined in amongst their opponents. So, you're not gonna. I don't think Pelican's a team that's going to beat themselves, right? You're going to have to certainly go out and take it. And I know Coach Korff on a personal level, his teams are disciplined, they're tough. Looks like they play defense. And then if you're on the flip side, if you're the Nuggets, staying probably out of that 7 spot, making sure you stay at 6 and maybe avoid one of those big 2 in Perm and Pelican in the second round, I think would be beneficial. So, and I thought it was interesting when he said about Coach Cottenberg's always kind of got a trick up his sleeve, and what's he going to do to Morgan Korff. So this should be a fun game. I'm looking forward to it, Kurt.
Perham is ranked number 1 in Section 8 AA. Pelican, the number 2 seed, as mentioned. Thief River Falls is currently ranked 3rd, and Hawley defeated them in the game right after the Christmas break that you and I got a chance to see. They also defeated Crookston this past weekend. They are ranked number 4. Barnesville, they fell to pretty close. That was just recently too. And the Nuggets are ranked number 6 with Fergus Falls right behind them. And then DGF, East Grand Forks, Wadena Deer Creek. Really no slouches in that mix. You got Roseau, Park Rapids, Monaga. You go all the way down to 10-12, and it's a pretty even game, I think.
Yeah, you were down at 10 there. Monaga, that's a team with pedigree, right? I mean, they go to state tournaments, and they're well coached as well. So, yeah, I think it's pretty typical of Section 8 on both the girls and the boys' side to just be tough. And you have, you mentioned Hawley beat Crookston, they beat Thief River. I think DGF came in here and beat Hawley. So, I mean, just anybody can beat anybody on any given night, and I think that's what makes it fun, and that's why fans show up, and, we don't play them on paper. So I'm really looking forward to it, Kurt, and we got a dandy here.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one tonight. We hope you enjoy the coverage tonight on yourliveevent.com, presented by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. My name is Kurt Fillion alongside Jed Carlson again here tonight, perched up top at the gold mine for the Nuggets and the Vikings in girls basketball tonight. Boys are on the road in Audubon to take on Lake Park Audubon tonight. We'll try and get some updates on that one for you as well. JV matchup, as mentioned earlier tonight, for the girls went to Hawley 48-38. Also got to mention, too, Ben Gronke is up here with us. He is our videographer for tonight's action on yourliveevent.com. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more on our pregame show. We'll have the starting lineups, and we'll talk about a special event coming up in Pelican Rapids. In fact, that's going to be starting up next week, but they are gathering things for that event going on right now. We'll talk more about that at halftime here tonight of a fundraiser for the Ryan Severson family. We'll discuss that, and we'll talk about some girls basketball coming your way next on yourliveevent.com. Welcome back to Hawley High School for tonight's girls basketball action on yourliveevent.com. We appreciate you being with us. Special thanks to all of our sponsors you've been seeing during our break time, at least their names here tonight. I've had some technical difficulties to get the video going. I'm not sure what's going on there, but you will see the names of those sponsors come across. We ask that you patronize them, at the very least tell them thank you for making these broadcasts possible, that you get a chance to view and hear throughout the regular season home games at Hawley High School. Let's take a look at our starting lineups here tonight. First off, for the visiting team on the scoreboard, they will start at a guard, 5'7" sophomore, number 4, Hazel Hogrud. The other guard will be a 5'7" freshman, number 13, Megan Korff. At a forward, 5'8" senior, number 1, Kelsey Eisman. The other forward, a 5'11" sophomore, number 33, Anna Roysum. And their center, a 5'10" junior, number 44, Ellie Welch. Head coach of the Pelican Rapids Vikings, Brian Korff, assisted by Cody Schaefer and Amanda Bells. As the Pelican Rapids Vikings come in with a 16-4 record, they'll be in their away whites with orange numerals, black trim, and Vikings painted across the front. For the Hawley Golden Nuggets, they will start here tonight at one guard, 5'10" senior, number 12, Anna Steer. Their other guard, a 5'3" senior, number 14, Destiny Salinas. A forward, 5'7", 8th grader, number 40, Katie Vetter. The other forward will be a 5'8" senior, number 52, Marissa Alias. And their center, a 6'1" junior, number 24, Emma Brookshire. Head coach is Bill Gottenberg, assisted by Ben Lofgren, Allison Brenna, and Brianne Marshall. Hawley Nuggets 12-7 on the year. They're in their home maroons, gold numerals, white trim, and Hawley painted across the front. Those are your starting lineups here tonight on yourliveevent.com, gearing you up for high school girls basketball action. My name is Kurt Fillion alongside Jed Carlson, and Ben Gronke is our videographer for tonight on yourliveevent.com. Thanks for being with us again. It's going to be a fun atmosphere. We got a nice crowd coming out. Finally some nicer weather, so it's not 40 below, so they can come and enjoy it, right?
Absolutely, Kurt. I think it was kind of cool to have Anna Steer recognized for her 1,000th point before the game. It's a credit to her. I've been on record just saying how much I enjoy watching her play. It'll be interesting to see for the Nuggets tonight who can give them that scoring spark. With Izzy Steer out, you know, she carries a large scoring load for them. So who's going to step up? Is it Emma Brookshire inside? Is it somebody off the bench like Sophie Cook, who's been an X factor so many times? Or, you know, who's going to do that? Because the Nuggets will need that tonight for sure.
Yeah, during the pregame interview, if you had a chance to hear that, there were two players that we mentioned are out. Leah Tibbetts is the other player out with a knee injury. As you're seeing on the board, she's in the black there that just threw a ball. And you got, as you mentioned, Izzy Steer, who was just a spitfire out there for this team that can really draw the attention of the defense and create some things, much like Anna Steer does too, as it shows, scoring her 1,000th point up in Crookston this past Saturday. So congratulations to Anna on her success on that individual accomplishment, but more so credit the team too, because they can create for her and get her those opportunities like she does for her teammates throughout the season. But yeah, Izzy Steer, I had a chance to chat with her down on the court there before the game here during the JV game. The last 2 minutes of the game up in Crookston, she got, I don't know if it was undercut or something when she was going up for a layup, hit the back of her head and got a concussion. So she is out tonight. I asked her when she was going to be back. She said she's going to be back next game. We'll see what the doctors say.
It's always different when you ask the players, right? They're always going to be back sooner than when the coaches and trainers get involved. And I watched Izzy Johnson for the Nuggets as well go down in the JV game with a similar head to the floor. So I think she's out for the Nuggets as well, just being cautious. So both Izzy's out for the Nuggets, and I really am excited to see the Pelican Rapids Vikings play. I haven't seen them play for a long time. A lot of familiar names over here for those in Viking country. Kurt, you know?
Absolutely.
Korff and Roysum and Guler and all these names that have been there for so long. Hovland as well. So should be fun.
Tip off underway, and the Nuggets will control as they will go left to right on your screen that you see here on yourliveevent.com. As Anna Steer at the point guard position facing a man-to-man defense inside. Alice will get it out to Salinas on the wing, skipping it right side for Vetter. Back up top, they'll get it to Steer looking in. Nothing there. Still working for something as that defense just stingy for Pelican Rapids, not allowing anything to happen. Right up in your face is Kelsey Eisman against Anna Steer, not letting her even take a step. Left side, she'll get it to Salinas, skipping it across court to Vetter. On the wing, back out, she'll get it now to Steer. Quick crossover to the elbow. She'll penetrate in through the defense. Shots up, and it's good.
Wow. I feel like Anna Steer is going to see 5 sets of eyeballs tonight from that Vikings D, so her teammates are going to have to step up when she creates shots for them.
Probably the coaches, too. They'll want to get out there and
it's
play
called
some
6
defense.
then, Kurt. 6. You're right.
Ellie Welch with it up top. She'll swing it over to the right side. That's to Hazel Hogrud. Hogrud back up to the top for Eisman, skipping it inside, trying to find their post player inside for Roysum. She got it knocked away, and a steal there for Marissa Hollis, and they'll get a turnover against Pelican Rapids. To the other side, Nuggets early 2-0 lead here on yourliveevent.com. Brookshire with it beyond the 3-point line. Trying to spread things out. They need some movement is what they need to get going there.
This is interesting. The Nuggets are going flex action here, Kurt. I haven't seen that out of them this year. They've been mostly 5 out, dribble, drive, maybe looking to control pace and tempo a little bit tonight.
I think so, and just going against that defense is going to make it tough to have any kind of flow on the offensive side by the looks of it. This team is coming in aggressive and ready to go. Megan Korff, the freshman at the point guard position, will call out the offensive play against the man-to-man defense that the Nuggets have. She'll drive all the way in, 7-footers up off the rim, no good. Gets her own rebound, and she'll drive right out of the traffic. Back out to reset, top of the key. Welch on the drive, leans in for the layup. Good, nice take by Ellie Welch, the junior.
Beautiful finish there for Welch on the drive.
So tied at 2 minutes into the ball game. Nuggets have it across the timeline. This is Anna Steer again. She'll take it left hand. If you can have that left-handed dribble, you've got the edge. A lot of times in basketball, it seems like you got that strong hand. A lot of times it's the right. If you can get to that left side, you can create, just like Katie Vetter, the 8th grader, did right there to get 2 more.
I think that's going to be a key for the Nuggets tonight. Can their young players be aggressive, right? If they're just passers and they're just out there to move it, that's going to be tough for them. But
3-pointer by Welch, no good, but an offensive board for Roysum to keep it alive. She got it knocked away. Nice steal by Brookshire. Turnover against Pelican, their second. Across the timeline, here comes Anna Steer.
Pelican Rapids with the early advantage on the boards, too. Hawley's going to have to clean that up.
Salinas in the corner now, pressured by Korff. Inside they'll go. Double team against Brookshire, has to get it out of there, otherwise she's going to be stuck in there with the 3 seconds she is. Turnover against the Nuggets will be their second. Can't be in the lane for more than 3 seconds. Official sees that. And she had the pressure put on, and then by the time even when she releases the ball, she's still got to get out of there. So Pelican will have it off the second turnover against the Nuggets tonight. Right side, this is Morgan Korff. She'll dribble drive left side to Welch. She's open. Brookshire was sagging off there, daring her to shoot again. Cutting through is Roysum. She'll get the screen on the block. Back out to Roysum on the pick and roll. 16-footer off the rim, no good. Rebound goes for Emma Brookshire. And we've got the pressure put on there by Hazel Hogrud and got it knocked out of bounds. Nuggets will keep it. 14:49 to play first half. A 4-2 lead for the Hawley Nuggets in girls basketball. JV game going to Hawley earlier tonight, 48-38. Boys, as mentioned, on the road in Audubon tonight against Lake Park Audubon. Salinas with it in the corner. Cutter coming through. That's Brookshire. Not open. Pressure heavily guarded there by the sophomore Hogrud. Up top, they'll hand it off. Also give it to Steer on the drive. Her shot's good and one. Anna Steer gets it to go as a chance at the 3-point play.
Such a dynamic player. Beautiful drive and finish through the contact. I'm impressed with Ellie Welch early, just as a post player, being able to handle it, put the ball on the floor, drive to the rim and score, take the 3. Really impressive for the post player from Pelican.
Foul number 1 for number 1, Kelsey Eisman on the Pelican Rapids side in their first team foul. Free throw is good. 5 points for Anna Steer now, the 5'10" senior. Freshman has the ball right now for Pelican Rapids. That's Korff. Korff will pass to the right side, give it to Hogrud. 7-2 Nuggets with the early lead. Pass right side, they'll give it to Welch. Inside, nice cut. Korff, turnaround, shot off the glass. That's good. Morgan Korff gets her first 2.
Both teams just doing a tremendous job of screening. Both running some flex action. Pelicans kind of curling off at first, down screen, cross screen, creating some confusion. And I'm not sure necessarily about the Vikings, Kurt, but the Nuggets, they don't generally switch in an era where everyone's switching. So if you're not going to switch, you're going to have to beat kids through on cuts.
We got a blocking foul going against Pelican Rapids. That'll be Eisman's second and the team's second. Nuggets will have it on the baseline, so we'll see a sub coming in. And Grace Backstrom, the 5'9" sophomore, will step onto the court and give Eisman a break, as she's got 2 fouls of the 5 you're allowed throughout the game, just over 4 minutes into the game.
Anna Steer with it on the baseline. Oh, she gives it.
Hollis will go up top now for Brookshire. Inside they go for Allison. She got bodied up there too. Anna Roysum got a little bit too close. That's going to be her first personal. team's third.
If they come back to that action, Kurt, tonight, she will fake that handoff and keep it one time. She generally scores on that action.
A nice job, too, by Alice to meet that pass. Going to have to do that against this defense that's just sticking right close. Vetter bounces it out to Salinas. She'll hand it off to Steer. Steer will drive. Free throw line back out now. Brookshire fakes a shot. Bounce pass inside. Ball knocked away, and Welch is going to come up with the steal. Turnover against the Nuggets will be their third. Here come Pelican Rapids down to the baseline. They'll get it to Welch at the free throw line. Drives in, left-handed layup, good, and one. Ellie Welch gets it to go. She's got a chance at a three-point play.
Great aggressive move and finish with the offhand there for Ellie Welch. And I think Brookshire down here, I mean, attacking the basket, great idea. I think it was a good, it was the right idea, just a bad pass, too low at her ankles.
Marissa Hollis picking up her first, team's first. Free throw by Welch is up, rims off, no good, and Brookshire will pull in the rebound. That will be her second rebound here tonight. Across the timeline come the Nuggets with a 1-point lead at 7-6. We're about 5 minutes into this one. Left side, Salinas, three-pointers on the way. It's off the rim, no good. Nice box there by Welch, plus she forces the foul against the Nuggets. On a reach-in, that's going to be Emma Brookshire picking up her first and the team's second.
I'm glad Salinas took that shot. I think you have to be a threat, right? You have to be willing to take. If you're not going to take that shot, the defense is going to start cheating off you, packing it in. So good for Destiny to let that one fly. If it goes in, great. If it doesn't, at least you prove to the defense you're willing to take it. So.
That's right. Yeah, you got to fire away. Especially she had a wide open shot, so that was a great decision. It wasn't a hand in the face or off balance or anything like that. Sometimes you're just not going to make them. Cook will come into the game here. Sophie Cook, that is, for the Hawley Nuggets.
Watch for Korff to come back off this.
Inside, turnaround. Royson with a shot. Nice pass from Welch as well. Royson connects to make it 8-7. First lead of the game for Pelican Rapids.
When your best player that your coach is saying, don't leave her, when she sets off the ball screens, that sure makes it tough and makes it opening for your teammates. So credit to her on that. Beautiful screen by Morgan.
Sophie Cook from the free throw line. She'll drive, cut off, back out to Steer. She'll get to the free throw line again. Salinas is open, fake the shot, hands it back out to Vetter. Vetter on the drive, out to Salinas. Fakes the shot again, drives in, kicks it out. Sophie Cook, three-pointers on the way, rims off, no good. Hollis trying to get the rebound. Good effort underneath, and it's Cook coming up with it. Passes it back out and keeps it alive. Great effort by the Nuggets inside. Wow. Layups up, and it's good for Anna Steer.
Anna Steer definitely stepping her game out with the absence of her sister, and just like that, Morgan Korff's back.
Shot no good, and the rebound, Marissa Hollis again. That's her second rebound of the night. What an effort on that previous play, though, boy, by number 52. That senior leadership showing through. Knocks it down on a nice dish from Destiny Salinas. 12-8 now. Nuggets back on top by 4. Korff trying to get it inside. She does. Dish pass. They find Royson with a layup. Good.
Beautiful pass for Pelican, but too easy if you're the Nuggets. You can't give them shots right there at the rim, point blank.
Back to a 2-point lead for the Nuggets. Some good ball movement there by Pelican Rapids to create an opportunity inside where you want to try and get Hawley off balance and force a foul as well, like they had a 3-point play opportunity earlier on tonight. Nuggets have connected on one of those. Salinas bounce pass over to Steer, running jumper is good and one. Anna Steer somehow, some way gets it to go with an arm on hers. And a foul going against Hazel Hogruder, first and the team's fourth.
This is fun to watch. Anna Steer and Morgan Korff go at it. Like Korff picking her up full court, getting her hands on the basketball, making it tough, and Anna Steer's been able to overcome so far with some really nice finishes and getting herself to the free throw line.
Ingrid Rusted, the sophomore for Hawley, came in just moments ago. A couple substitutions for Pelican Rapids as well. Eisman back in with the 2 fouls. She went out early on in the first 4 minutes with those 2 fouls. And then Megan Guler, the 8th grader, will come into the game now for Pelican Rapids. Free throw by Steer is up. She connects on her second 3-point play of the night, already into double figures. Just over 7 minutes into the game, she's got 10 of the team's 15. A 3-pointer by Sophie Cook. Katie Vetter with the other deuce. Running pass is going to be stolen away by Vetter. A little off balance there, trying to get something going on the drive. Right side, here's Cook. Cook at the baseline, tries to back her way in, gets out to Rusted. Poked away there by Korff momentarily. Looking inside for Hollis, not open. They'll get it to Vetter. Vetter will penetrate in. She's forced back out. Hands it off to Steer. Steer will take it baseline all the way in and out. Hollis with a 17-footer off, no good. Too long, and the rebound goes to Korff on the weak side. She'll push it up the floor for the Vikings. Her pass is deflected, almost knocked away by Hollis again. They'll get it out. Here comes Korff on the drive. Boy, she's just taking it on the run. Trying to get in position there was Hollis to take the charge, but there was a reach-in foul against Sophie Cook before that, her first, and the team's third. So
beautiful hesitation move by Korff there, but that was a heck of a collision.
Yeah, it was.
I think they're both feeling that one right now.
That's the physical play you're going to see, especially when a player like that, Korff, just takes it aggressive. And I know that's what the coaches have talked about, that Korff, they want to contain her. You know she's going to get her opportunities. You know she's going to get some shots up because she can create like that. But just trying to contain as much as you can on the defensive side. Hollis, a well-deserved break here as Brookshire will come in for her. She has played a nice game.
Yeah, she sure has. She sure has. She knows her role, and she's out there, and she plays her tail off. And just like that, Morgan Korff's just got a quick 8. You know, just a quiet 8. I think, 10 minutes left in the first half. That number's just going to keep growing.
So it'll be Nuggets with a 3-point lead, 8 minutes into this game. As Anna Steer will drive, tries with a little floater. That's off, no good. Offensive rebound. Brookshire couldn't get it to go, and then Welch got the defensive board. They'll push it up the floor. Push it and kick it out. 3-pointers on the way. It's off the rim, no good. Katie Vetter, weak side rebound. She'll push it up the floor. Has numbers. Rusted up for the layup, no good, but she's fouled. Went right into the defense of Grace Backstrom, who will pick up her first personal, team's 5th. So nice take by Ingrid Rusted to just say, okay, you're going to be in front of me, I'll take it right at you.
Beautiful rebound and push up the floor by Katie Vetter as well. I've seen her be a little bit more aggressive tonight, I think, than normal. So I think she's realizing she's got to step up, and her team needs her as well.
Free throw by Rusted, good. She's got one more. Nuggets are perfect from the line, 3 of 3. Anna Steer with the other 2. In fact, both of them were 3-point plays that she connected on earlier tonight. Second of 2 free throws for the sophomore Rusted is up, and it's good. So they stay perfect from the line at 4 for 4. First 2 of the night for Ingrid Rusted. 17-12. Hawley with a 5-point lead. 9.5 to play in the first half. Backstrom with it on the left side. Sophie Cook on her defensively over to Guler, the 8th grader. Pass over left side, Welch. She'll set up for a 3-pointer. That's off the rim, no good. She's got a nice form there. Had a nice opportunity, but it goes a little bit too long on the weak side. Backstrom couldn't get to it. It'll be Nugget basketball.
Another Guler for Pelican Rapids in 8th grade.
Yeah, they're bringing up 2 8th graders, Megan Guler and Ari Hovland. She wears number 20 for them, but they were not on the varsity roster quite yet, so that must have been just recently. They got the green light. Sophie Cook with another 3-pointer. She's got 6, both 3-pointers for her, and increases the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets.
Sophie Cook does a nice job of knocking down shots for the Nuggets.
Backstrom shot no good, and the rebound, Anna Steer takes that. She'll take it on the run as well. She's got a 3-on-3 opportunity. 10-footer on the run, no good. Offensive rebound, Brookshire, put back good. Emma Brookshire with her 4th rebound and her first bucket of the night. 22-12 Nuggets. Korff on the drive, ball swatted out of there, but the caller with...
We're not supposed to react, Kurt, so I'm not going to say anything.
Second personal, team's 4th.
Okay.
And Korff will head to the free throw line to shoot a couple. She's 2 for 2 from the line tonight, 4 points and a couple rebounds for the freshman. Free throw is up and the free throw good. Hollis will come back into the game for the Nuggets. Brookshire will take a seat. Her, Vetter, Rusted, Anna Steer, and Sophie Cook out on the floor for Hawley right now. As mentioned, Izzy Steer out with a concussion that she suffered on Saturday in the victory over Crookston, where her sister Anna got her 1,000th point early on in that game. She needed 3 going into it, almost had it in the Barnesville game, but came up just a little short. Steer on the drive right now, running jumper is off, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds. It will be Pelican Rapids basketball. Salinas will come in, Vetter will take a seat. 8:27 to play first half. Kurt Fillion along with Jed Carlson for the broadcast call tonight on yourliveevent.com. Section 8 AA matchup between Pelican Rapids and Hawley, and also a conference matchup. Nuggets struggling in the conference at 2-7. Flipped the record at 7-2 for Pelican here this year in the conference. Shot by Eisman, no good. And the rebound goes for Rusted. She'll push it up the floor.
Nice pass for Korff off the ball screen. They're going to pay attention to her, obviously, and Anna Steer right back with another layup.
2 more for Anna. She's got 12 to lead all scorers. That's half of the Nugget points. Top of the key, Eisman with the looking inside for the cutter. Roysum not open. Korff is going to be cut off at the free throw line. The help side defense there, forcing Korff into some tough situations here. Back up top, they'll go a travel call for Eisman. Turnover against Pelican Rapids will be their 4th.
Morgan Korff is doing a tremendous job of off-ball screening. You don't usually see the leading scorer and the best player as a heck of a screener, but she's doing a nice job, very physical, and I think she knows it's going to get her teammates shots.
Well, and it shows that leadership, too, where you don't have to always be a scorer.
Yeah.
You know that the defense is going to be coming after you. Do something to create for somebody else, and now they need to step up. And I know Coach Korff talked about that before the game, that we need more players to have that confidence to step up and score for the team and not be afraid to shoot, not be afraid to take the ball into the basket.
Change of defense for the Vikings that last possession. I'll be interested to see if they go back to that or if it was a one-time switch up.
Steer to Salinas up top. They'll get it to Rusted. Rusted will drive, kick it out to Cook. She's knocked down a couple threes. This one's off the mark, and the rebound goes to Hogrud. She'll bring it up the floor here for Pelican. Top of the key to Guler. Left side, they'll go down to Korff. Korff trying to eye it up. Nice spin move. Drives all the way in. Reverse layup is off the balance. No good. A rebound goes for Anna Steer, and she's got a 3-on-2 if she hurries. She drives all the way in. Takes it to the rack. 14 points for Anna Steer in this first half.
She has been phenomenal, Kurt.
6-13. Nuggets in command on their home floor tonight. Eisman with it, trying to find some room. Hollis says, but we got a foul here. She got too close. I don't know if it was Rusted or Hollis or Salinas. There was a few of them in there. It's going against Rusted. That's going to be her first and the team's 5th. Neither team in the bonus quite yet, but we're nearing that. 7 fouls is when we get to that bonus situation, so we're 2 away, both at 5 team fouls. Vetter will come in. Cook will take a seat. 6:44 to play in the first half.
Anna Steer carries the load every night, and she's always tremendous. But tonight, you can just see a kind of another gear for her. She's really picked it up. I suppose the absence of her sister, she knows she's got to do it for her team. Big game.
Here's a 3-point attempt. Oh, man, she's going downtown to the bank. Kelsey Eisman knocks down the 3-pointer from the top of the key.
Looks like a 1-3-1 here for Pelican. It'd be interesting to see if they trap or if they play it soft. Yeah, they're going to got to stop the dribble if you're going to play that. You can't let them dribble through it. There's nothing worse.
Nuggets
than dribble
have
penetration.
Done a great job of passing the ball around. They're making this defense move. They're wearing them down and getting them into tough situations. Fundamental basketball. I don't think you could find a better coach that provides that than Mr. Bill Gottenberg in the years that I've watched his teams throughout their seasons. A shot that was no good. Korff brings it up the floor, drives all the way in. That another off-balance shot not going to work, and Rusted is going to get that rebound. Not the tallest player out there, but boy, she plays big. 5'6", a sophomore. Ingrid Rusted with it right now. 26-16, a 10-point lead for the Nuggets on yourliveevent.com. Girls basketball action tonight. Hollis fronted underneath. So they'll get it to Steer to try and bring it in. Back out. Oh, man, this is a long bomb. 3-pointer. Knocking it down like there's nothing to it, Ingrid Rusted. She's got 5. Got players stepping up left and right.
They sure do. The Nuggets are playing really good basketball right now.
Top of the key. Here's Welch. Fakes the 3. Back out. She'll go to Hogrud. Cut off by the defense of Rusted. Back out top. They'll get it. This is Eisman. Eisman down to the baseline. Cut off by Hollis. Oh, she is just hustling out there. I love that defense. Welch with it, top of the key. She'll drive in. Pressure put on. Shot good and 1. Hollis was trying to get there to get the charge. She was a little bit out of reach there to try and get it, but boy, what a heck of an effort.
You can't fault the effort, right?
No.
I mean, it's unfortunate for Hawley. It ends up in a foul and an and 1, but you can't fault the effort. They're playing good defense, getting Pelican kind of going side to side around the arc, but credit Ellie Welch for just finally taking that to the hoop. She's had 2 left-handed finishes that were tough. I'm impressed with the junior post player for Pelican Rapids.
Well, and she's got a nice stroke from the outside, too. She's not afraid to fire up those 3-pointers like we've seen, and she shows it on that free throw, too. Just a really nice form as she connects on the 3-point play. Missed an opportunity earlier tonight on one of those, but she redeems herself. Totally redeemed herself. 7 for Welch. You have to copyright that.
If
Dumb
you
and
can
Dumber.
get Dumb and Dumber quotes into the broadcast, Kurt, you're doing good, something right.
Steal for Welch up the floor, ball knocked away. Good hustle play there by Katie Vetter.
Pelican's shown man. They've switched some screens. They've fought through them on Anna Steer. They played 1-3-1 in the half court, and then they extended to 3 quarters. They're really pulling out all the stops defensively.
Inbounds for the Vikings. They'll get it to Korff. She'll penetrate in. Double, triple, almost triple team. Anywhere she goes, there's another player that's got a hand by her or on her. And we got a foul coming up here on the shot for Hazel Haugrud to the free throw line to shoot 2. Is the foul going against Destiny Salinas, her first and the team's 7th.
The Nuggets have done a good job on Morgan Korff. You know, early on, 10-minute mark, she's already had 7 quick points or 8 quick points, and it kind of looked like she's about to go off for 35, 36 points. But they've done a nice job, team effort, and Destiny Salinas is doing a nice job individually as well.
So the first free throw no good, second one also no good, and it's going to be a rebound for Anna Steer. She'll push it up the floor. Steer, jump, stop, shot, good. Anna Steer 2 more. She's up to 16 tonight. 31-19 in favor of the Nuggets. Korff with it near half court. She'll set up that offense, spread it 4 across on the free throw line extended.
Here comes a ball screen. Let's see how Hawley plays it. Yeah, last time they doubled it.
Double team and seep back down. Great job by Katie Vetter on that, the 8th grader. As we got a reach-in foul underneath, so going to the line is going to be Eisman for a 1-and-1. Fouls going against Emma Brookshire. That's her 3rd personal, team's 8th.
That one hurts for the Nuggets because Brookshire is important to what they do. She's really their only size, above 6 feet inside there. That one was a foul, but the last one she has a gripe with. But when you have 2, you just got to be really careful so you can get to halftime without getting to 3.
So Eisman will head to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. She makes the first, she'll get the bonus. Missed the first, it's a live ball. She'll knock down the first one, so she will get the bonus free throw. Stay tuned at halftime. We'll go through the numbers of this first half of play and also an important event that's going on in the Pelican Rapids area, starting up, officially going on right now, but the event itself is going to be starting next week. We'll talk about that for the Ryan Severson family. We'll give you the full details on that and what's all going on in Pelican Rapids as we've got viewers down in the Pelican Rapids area here tonight. Thank you for tuning in to our coverage on yourliveevent.com. As Ingrid Rusted with it at the free throw line for the Nuggets. We'll hand it off to Cook, staying patient on that offensive side. Working with a double-digit lead here, 31-20. Vetter with the take. Back out to Rusted. Fakes the 3. Back out Cook. Keep working it around. They'll get it to Steer now. Steer pressured closely by Korff. They'll go out to Ingrid Rusted again. And just that back and forth basketball. Set some screens, make some passes, dribble up to your teammate. To some it's boring, but hey, when you're up by 11, what the heck?
Absolutely.
You do what you got to do against a very quality
team. If you're the
team.
Nuggets and you can take a double-digit lead into halftime, I think you're feeling really good about yourself.
Absolutely, especially with one of your top scorers out, one of your top players there, and Izzy Steer. Everybody's stepping up. Here's a I thought there was a shot at a second as it was a pass over to Vetter. She tried the attempt, no good, and Welch will come up with the rebound. That's her 3rd. Pushes it up the floor. They get it. Eisman. Turnaround shot, no good. Offensive rebound, put back, no good. And that's Katie Vetter coming up with the defensive board after a Hazel Haugrud offensive rebound, her 2nd of the night. Drive at the the baseline, back out. Here's Cook. 3-pointers on the way. Rims off, no good. And Eisman will pick up her 1st rebound. Pelican Rapids going to push down 31-20. 2.5 to play in the first half. From Hawley tonight, Nuggets girls basketball. Step back, 3-pointer by Korff off the rim, no good. Securing the rebound, Anna Steer with her 4th. Up the floor, she'll go nice bounce pass, and a layup rolls in for Ingrid Rusted. She's got 7 off the bench.
She waited till the last second, pulled that defender just a smidge and sliced it. That was impressive, Kurt.
There's that off-balance shot, no good. Royzem will get the offensive rebound, back out Korff. 3-pointer, no good. And Katie Vetter securing another board, her 3rd of the night. Nuggets will slow it up. Coach Gottenberg says, hey, let's move that out. Let's move the ball a little bit. Keep burning some time off the clock. Try and take a double-digit lead into halftime. Like you say, Jed, that'd be a heck of a deal. There's a 3-point attempt. Sophie Cook knocks it down from the corner.
She's not shy, Kurt. When pulling the trigger, she knows her role. It's the stick-open threes, and she does that really well. And I think Pelican will live with the shots they're taking. They're just not making them. You know, Morgan Korff open on the baseline. You're going to take that all day. So.
Exactly. Yeah, Cook, she is confident in that shot. She's got 3 3-pointers tonight for a total of 9 points. Shot no good. A rebound goes for Vetter. And the Nuggets going to push a little bit here. See if they can find something. Free throw line jumper by Steer. Rims off, no good. There's Marissa Hollis with the rebound. Pressured against the defense.
Wow.
Gets around and makes a shot. What an effort by the senior, Marissa Hollis.
The Nuggets are hustling right now, Kurt. They're getting loose balls. What a tremendous series by Marissa.
My goodness,
Big one.
she has had a heck of a first half. Only 2 points, but offense isn't the only thing about basketball. In fact, defense is more important. Shot by Eisman, that's good off the offensive board, her second rebound.
I think the Nuggets hold for one here.
I think so too. You lead by 16 points. Don't get into that situation where you get trapped. They haven't. They've been confidently getting out of those situations anytime there's been pressure.
It's easier said than done, right? When you're up here against the
down
there against the trapping defense, but
yeah,
I think ideally,
here's a running jumper. Try the opportunity, no good. Steer will get the rebound to keep it alive. She'll drive in, her shot no good, but she's fouled. She just takes it right at the defense again. Her 5th rebound. She's got 16 points to go with that. Not a bad night. Ellie Welch is going to pick up her first personal, team 6.
Like I was saying, I think the Nuggets will be aggressive, get their own rebound, and be aggressive again.
Yep.
Just exactly how I called it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yep. Probably go for the last shot, maybe the last 3. So Steer, 2 shots coming up. First one is on the way, and this one is good.
This might be a chance for Coach Gotberg to get Anna Steer a blow just with 29 seconds. I know you want her leadership on the floor, but she's the kind of key. I don't think Coach Gotberg's going to take her out tonight. I've seen several games where that doesn't happen. She's so important and vital to what they do.
Senior Kylie Manthe will come into the game. Destiny Salinas back out there as well, also a senior. Free throw no good. Welch will get the rebound. Push it up the floor. Ball's going to be knocked away. It's Vetter coming up with that steal. Turnover number 5 against Pelican down at the other end. Nice diving effort by Korff. Can't get it, though. Salinas back out. They'll get it to Steer. Now they might try for the last shot.
Now they might, yeah.
Maybe 2, maybe 3.
I've seen Morgan Korff get her hands on a couple of crossovers tonight. She seems like a really smart defender. Active hands.
5 seconds. Steer takes it on the run. Layup's good. Right, weaving around the traffic, and she is going to end the first half with 19 points. And a 41-22 Hawley Nugget lead over Pelican Rapids. Boy, what an explosive first half here for this Nugget team. They have come out firing and ready to go. We'll talk about this first half of play when we come back on YourLiveEvent.com. Halftime report, it is the Hawley Nuggets leading the Pelican Rapids Vikings in girls basketball tonight 41-22. Anna Steer leading all scorers, 19 points, including 3 of 4 from the free throw line. 7 for Ingrid Rusted off the bench, including 2 of 2 from the line and a three-pointer. 3 3-pointers for Sophie Cook off the bench for 9 points, and then 2 apiece for Emma Brookshire, Katie Vetter, and Marissa Allis. 5 of 6 from the line as a team. They only had 4 turnovers in this first half of play. 4 steals, 19 rebounds, and 8 team fouls. Brookshire had 3. Sophie Cook with a couple. And then Vetter, Salinas and Rusted each with 1 in this first half of play. Pelican Rapids, they were led by Morgan Korff with 8 points, including 3 of 4 from the free throw line. 5 points from Kelsey Eisman, including a three-pointer. 7 for Ellie Welch, including 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 4 points for Anna Roysum, and 1 for Hazel Hogrud, going 1 for 2 from the free throw line. 5 of 8 from the line in the first half of play. 5 turnovers against Pelican Rapids. They had 13 rebounds, 2 steals, and 6 team fouls. 2 against Eisman, otherwise nobody else in foul trouble for Pelican Rapids. Leading all players in rebounding was Anna Steer with 5. 4 for Katie Vetter, 3 for Marissa Allis, 4 for Emma Brookshire, 2 for Ingrid Rusted, and 1 for Sophie Cook. As for Pelican, they were led by Ellie Welch with 4 rebounds, 3 for Morgan Korff, 2 apiece for Hogrud and Eisman, and 2 for Roysum as well. 41-22 halftime lead for the Hawley Nuggets in girls basketball here tonight. Kurt Fillion with the broadcast call, along with Jed Carlson here tonight. And boy, Jed, what a first half it's been for these 2 teams.
Yeah, it sure has, Kurt. I tell you what, for the Nuggets, you got me there, Kurt?
Yep, I got you.
All right. Yeah. So, Anna Steer. You can hear me?
Yep.
All right. Well, Anna Steer, we've seen her play a lot, right? And she is normally going to be a pass-first kid, and I think she's kind of changed her game a little bit tonight. She's being super aggressive at the hoop. She's obviously been tremendously efficient, but I think all of the Nuggets, Salinas is playing good defense, and Ingrid Rusted and Katie Vetter have kind of picked their time to have a big shot, and Marissa Allis and Emma Brookshire are giving them extra opportunities inside, and then Sophie Cook's banging some threes, so that's been really good for them. And at the same time, I think Coach Gottenberg's probably not comfortable at all in that locker room, even with the lead like this, because when you got Morgan Korff on the other side, I would bet that she comes out and is uber aggressive in the second half. So, and the Pelican post player Ellie Welch is doing a really nice job, and so are their role players. So I don't think the lead is safe as much as you'd like to say. A Nuggets team, Coach Gottenberg team that can be patient, can hold it, but I think Pelican's really going to try to pick up tempo, try to force tempo, get a lot of shots, and it'll be interesting to see if the Nuggets can hang on, match that energy from the first half.
Absolutely, yeah, you got to keep it rolling, keep it going here tonight, as the Nuggets do have a nice lead, but like you say, it can definitely go the other way in a game of runs. As mentioned at halftime, I was going to go through some information in regards to an event that is going on right now, in fact. For the Severson family in Pelican Rapids. Ryan Severson was diagnosed with glioblastoma, an aggressive form of brain cancer, back in February in 2020. He underwent surgery to remove the original tumor. Although the surgery was successful in removing the tumor, unfortunately he's had 3 recurrences. Over the last 3 years, Ryan's been battling to eliminate the cancer with various chemo and radiation treatments at Essentia Cancer Center in Fargo. They've had some success, but the cancer reemerged again in December 2021, July of 22, and this past December as well, showing another new tumor that is growing. A new course of treatment is already being administered, with consultations happening with many of the top doctors in the nation, but a lot of back and forth, a lot of travel time, a lot of time away from work, and other things for the Severson family, who are both teachers down in Pelican Rapids. Ryan's a 3rd grade teacher, his wife Dana a kindergarten teacher. They've got a daughter that's at BSU, Abby, and a boy that's in high school, a sophomore at Pelican, Brody. They've got an organization of baskets for the I Believe basket raffle going on right now until Monday, February 13th. They'll be organizing the baskets. You can deliver those to Pelican Rapids High School during school hours, or give Doug Brueggemann a call to organize something, to get something to them. 218-863-5910, extension 4352. The basket auction will begin in person and online a week from today on Valentine's Day, February 14th, and will run until midnight on February 28th. And the drawing of the winners will be on March 1st. Baskets will be displayed at Pelican Rapids High School, and a website will be created for online purchasing of tickets. You can purchase a ticket for $1 with no limit to the number you can purchase. Your tickets equal a chance to win a basket of your choice, and you decide which baskets you want to put towards with those tickets. So it's a fundraiser to try and help out a great family in the Pelican Rapids area. Ryan Severson, originally from the Waban area, Dana from the Monoman area. I know the Severson family. Ryan's one of the few that I've actually haven't met.
Okay.
But his dad, Ed, I remember when I lived in Monoman, he was one of the first guys that was making sure I was taken care of in my early years of radio there. And if I needed anything in the Waban area, in the Monoman area, he was one of those guys that I could call and rely on. And just a quality family, and a lot of big into the sports too. I had a chance to see their kids, their grandkids, and so on go through the high school rankings and see some really good games that they performed in. So, but when you look at a game of basketball, I talked to Coach Korff about this off the air. Basketball is just one of those things you get to enjoy, and then you get something like this that you go through and you realize the important things in life. And I think, you go through a lot of different hardships through life, and you just have to deal with it. And the thing that I've noticed with Ryan is just his positivity to go through something like this. And I was just keep on going. You got to believe that things are going to work out and work out the best that you can. So I hope you and anybody else, doesn't have to be a business or organization, if you just as an individual want to donate a basket of whatever for this event, please do so, because it'll definitely help them out. And I hope those of you listening in Pelican and also in the Hawley area too hear this and get a chance to do something to help out this family. So if you're on Twitter like Jed and I are, I've retweeted this. If you couldn't catch all the information, my Twitter handle is at BighornPhilco, BighornPhilco. Retweeted it from my friend Dave Peterson, who is Ryan's brother-in-law. That's got all the details on that of this basket raffle that they're doing. So I thought instead of stats, instead of basketball stuff, this was a little more important to talk about at halftime.
Great call, Kurt. And that's what this is all about, right? As much as we like the games and who won and who lost, we're teaching life lessons out there. And when communities support each other, that's really what we're doing here. And I know the Pelican Rapids community, and so many of these names that we see in the program. The Pelican Rapids basketball community is just rich in tradition and customs and how many people have been around. They're doing a great job supporting it, and I wish Ryan and his family the best. They're great people. So
Pelican Rapids will have the basketball to start off here in the second half as they trail 41-22. Korff with it up top, and we've got a foul coming up against, I think the Nuggets got too close. That was Destiny Salinas picking up her second personal, team's first.
That was a beautiful set by Coach Korff, coming out with a back screen, set by Korff, and then away from the, for a step out three. But give Destiny Salinas credit. She's right there no matter what.
Yeah, she is sticking close to Korff. She is there right now defensively as they'll go to the right side and give it to Hazel Hogrud up top. Pass over to Welch. Welch pass inside. Nice look. Eisman was open for a momentarily. Now she's got the ball blocked there by Brookshire underneath. As she got there in the defense right in the right time. As Korff running jumpers up, and it's good. She's up to 10.
Sometimes when you can give a player like Destiny Salinas, this is your role, this is your task tonight. A lot of kids thrive in that kind of environment, Kurt, and I think Destiny's doing that tonight.
She absolutely is. She's played a really nice game. All these players have. I mean, from both sides, it's fun to watch. Brookshire right side to Vetter. Three-pointers on the way, off no good. Weak side rebound to Hazel Hogrud, her third. She'll push it up the floor. Hogrud, nice pass, left side. Roisum fakes the shot, gets the defense in the air. Got the ball knocked out of there by Alice. Coming from behind again, another nice hustle play by number 52, the senior, Marissa Alice. She has been all over the floor here tonight.
She has. The thing about defending great players is one breakdown, right? I mean, they can just come back and make you pay for it. And it'll be an interesting matchup to see how it plays out the rest of the way.
Here's Korff. Jumpers on the way. Knocks it down. 18-footer from the left side. She's got 12. And Pelican Rapids back within 15, 41-26. Steer back out Salinas. Skip pass right side to Vetter. Into the corner for Alice. Double team. They try the trap. Alice needs some help here. She throws it off the leg of Eisman. Good heads-up play by the senior to realize that there's nowhere for me to go.
I think the hardest thing is, like, mentally, when you're playing with a decent lead, double-digit lead, is how aggressive should we be?
Exactly.
Right? Okay, let's be patient, but then it kind of disrupts your flow, and sometimes you're better off just playing your game.
Yeah, it's sometimes better to have a tight game and just keep on going aggressive. like you say, not knowing if we should continue going aggressive, should we attack the basket, but anytime you're in the game, especially against the quality defense, you got to attack. Here's a three-pointer by Steer that's going to miss. Hollis with the save, but it's going to be grabbed by Hogrud. Again, a nice effort there by Hollis to keep it alive. Pelican gets it, though. Here's a free throw line jumper. Rims off, no good, and Brookshire there for her 5th rebound. Emma will hand it off over to Anna Steer, and she'll slow things down a little bit for the Nuggets. 2 minutes into the second half, Nuggets yet to score. They've given up 4, both buckets from Megan Korff.
I don't think you ever feel too comfortable when Morgan Korff's on the other side, regardless of what your lead is. She's capable of getting hot. That one would have went in there. I think you would have had to do a heat check.
I think so, as that one slipped through the hands of Hollis, goes out of bounds. Turnover against the Nuggets will be their 5th. That was the other thing. They held on to the ball really well in that first half, only 4 turnovers. Pelican only had 5, so really clean game. Inside they go. Roy's with a shot, no good, and the rebound for Brookshire. Passes it out to Steer. A little stutter step there. He goes left side. Salinas long 2-pointer. Rims off, no good. Korff there secures the rebound, and she's fouled. Good hustle play by Morgan Korff, the freshman, and forces foul number 4 against Emma Brookshire. Team foul number 2.
That is a big whistle.
Yeah, Brookshire, their 6'1" junior inside. She's going to stay on the floor. Momentarily, anyway.
I think Coach Gottberg was having a quick discussion with the referee. Otherwise, I don't think Brookshire will be in this game too much longer.
Inside pass. They find Royzum with a shot. She realized, hey, she can't try and swat this ball. At least if she does, we can get her out of the game. So Royzum takes advantage of that underneath, and she's got 6. Steer at the free throw line. Hands it off. Hollis inside for Brookshire. She's out on the wing now. Over to Steer. It's that zone pressure inside. Brookshire turnaround jumper is up, off, no good, and the rebound for Hogrud, her 5th. Hazel will push it up the floor for Pelican Rapids. Had a little bit of a gap there, cut off by Vetter. Up top, here's Welch. Kicks it out. Royzum, she's going to fire a 3. She knocks it down, and the Pelican Rapids Vikings are within 10.
Tale of 2 halves, Kurt, right? Pelican comes out super aggressive. Hawley's on their heels a little bit.
And it's going to be a timeout for the Nuggets. Timeout. That is the first timeout of the ball game, in fact, between these two teams. 14:33 to play in the game. 41-31. Pelican Rapids on a 9-0 rally to get this second half started here tonight in Hawley. Lakes Community Co-op bringing us our scoreboard here tonight. We'll take a break. We're back with more from Hawley right after this. A 9-point rally put together by Pelican Rapids here in the girls' game. Boys' game over in Audubon tonight, Lake Park, Audubon. Trailing Hawley 40-35 with 13:40 to go in the game over there. So Nuggets with a 5-point lead on the boys' side, 40-35. Earlier tonight, JV went to Hawley in girls basketball, 48-38 over Pelican Rapids. Trying to make it a clean sweep here tonight, but Pelican Rapids is not going to let that happen easy if they can make it happen. Cook with it at the top. Pass it back out to Rusted. Hands it off. Steer. She'll drive all the way in. That one, I don't know if it slipped off her hand or what happened there at the end, but it went on the bottom of the backboard and into the hands of Hogrud. Pelican Rapids will try and capitalize.
I think the Nuggets just need one to break the ice. Get out of that slump a little bit, see one go through the hoop and kind of relax and play.
Korff with it. She eyes the situation for Pelican Rapids. She'll get it to Welch, who will drive to the free throw line. Back out. Here's Hogrud off the screen. She'll penetrate all the way in with a shot off. No good, but she's fouled. Nice take by Hazel Hogrud, who's 1 of 2 from the free throw line tonight, and a chance at 2 more. As the foul is going against Katie Vetter. That's her first personal, team's 3rd. So the sophomore will step up to the line, eyes it up, and makes it look easy. Her first one is good.
You see kind of this characteristics of a good team, right? Pelicans down, they're out, and they just come back super aggressive, maintaining their game plan, you know, just knowing that they're never out of it. And they've played a really good first 5 minutes of the second half.
Yeah, not bad, going 11-0 here in the first.
If you're Coach
4.5
Korff, that's exactly what you needed.
And just like you mentioned, this is something you can't let up. You got to keep the foot on the pedal. Right side, here's Rusted with it in the corner. Cook, she'll fire up a 3-pointer. Off the rim, no good. Everybody there with the box outs. Great job by Pelican Rapids securing that rebound. In fact, let it bounce once on the floor before they went after it. Here's Korff, 17-footer from the baseline. Good. Korff's got 14. And Pelican Rapids is rallying to get within 6. They trailed by 19 at halftime.
You can just feel the momentum shifting, and now if you're a Nuggets player, every shot's a little bit more hesitant, a little bit more tight, and they just need to see one go through the rim. Might have to be Hannah Steer
all
getting
the way. Yeah, weaving her way through. That's exactly what Hawley Nuggets needed. Steer up to 21 now to lead all scorers. Korff not far behind, though, with 14. With 3 buckets here in the second half. She had 8 at halftime. Here's a drive, Eisman. Cut off in the lane. She'll go back out to Korff. Korff looking to shake and bake. She'll step back instead. 3-pointer, nothing but the bottom of the net for Morgan Korff. She's got 17. And the Pelican Rapids Vikings are within 5, 43-38.
And just to remind the audience, she is a freshman. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure I was reading that program right.
3-pointer by Rusted, no good. A rebound battled for Korff, able to get it. Still on a scrum there, but Korff gets credit on the rebound. Welch with it on the left side. Doesn't see anything happen. She'll go back out to Korff. Hands it off. Ellie Welch, free throw line, and in. Shot off the glass. Drops it in. Good. Ellie Welch has 9, and it is a 3-point game. An 18-2 run in the first 6 minutes of the second half forces another Nugget timeout with 11:57 to play in the game. Wow.
Wow.
Talk about the tides have turned.
This has been wildly entertaining, Kurt, both halves.
43-40. Hawley hanging on to the lead here in girls basketball on your Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. Jed, we saw 1 tie in that first half. That was only at 2. Saw 2 lead changes, an 8-7 lead for Pelican Rapids, their largest lead of 1 point. Nuggets have led by as many as 19 points. That was our halftime score of 41-22. So just the 2 lead changes, and we're on the verge of another lead change coming up here if this momentum stays on Pelican Rapids' side.
Yeah, I don't fault the Vikings for how the Nuggets, what the Nuggets did in the first half. I just thought the Nuggets played phenomenal, as good as I've seen them play in a long time, and give them credit. And conversely, right now, I don't really think it's anything that Hawley's doing. They're not making as many shots right now, but Pelican just came out and take it. And it's really fun. I think it's going to be fun as a fan to watch Morgan Korff be super aggressive and just play, because I haven't had the pleasure of seeing her. So I would, if I'm the Nuggets, you might have to start really mixing it up and running 2 at her and making sure that you make somebody else beat you.
A 16-0 run by Pelican Rapids in the first 4 minutes and 30 seconds of this second half.
Wow.
A bucket by Anna Steer. That was not an easy bucket, where she was weaving through traffic to get it in there for the only 2 points of the second half for the Nuggets. So an 18-2 run in the first 6 minutes and 3 seconds of this second half put together by the orange and black of the Pelican Rapids Vikings.
Pelicans trapping zones kind of got Hawley back on their heels a little bit as well.
Here's a shot by Vetter. It's off, no good, and the rebound goes for Ellie Welch. So the shots are open. They're taking good shots. They're just not able to get them to fall. Even in this second half, Sophie Cook had an opportunity at a 3 that was, for the most part, open. Here's a foul going against Hollis. That's her 3rd personal, team's 4th. Aggressive play there, trying to go after it, and got caught with her hands in the cookie jar there.
Change of defense for the Nuggets now too, Kurt.
Yeah, Nuggets going to shift it up a little bit here. The 1-2-2 zone, see if they can try and get something going against this offense that's been aggressive. Obviously, the man-to-man hasn't been working as well as Backstrom, who's into the game now for Pelican Rapids, has it.
And sometimes you just need a change-up when a team's in a rhythm. But
inside shot, Eisman couldn't get it to go. Rebound goes for Backstrom to keep it alive. Back out, elbow jumper, no good. Rebound hunted by Korff, goes out of bounds. Good effort, though. Korff and Rusted both trying to get a hand on it. And it was just too close to the baseline there for either of them to get, and Korff was the last one to touch it. In a game of tag, she was it.
Yep, she was.
Left side, Hawley Nuggets able to knock that ball loose. Oh, skying in there, Backstrom with a steal. Turnover 6 against the Nuggets, and Pelican Rapids has a chance to tie the game again as they trail 43-40.
Great job by Backstrom filling in the backside of that defense.
Inside pass, nice defense
now
there by
Rusted does
Rusted.
the same thing for the Nuggets.
Yeah, steal on the backside there. Turnover 6 against Pelicans. Both teams with 6 turnovers. And a foul here on a reach-in going against Korff. That's going to be her first personal and the team's first. Korff with 17 points. 11 of those make it 9. God, my math is horrible. My dad was a math teacher, too. I don't blame him. It's my fault.
I hope he's not listening.
He's not. He's got a game up in Waubun
Okay,
tonight.
okay.
Red Lake County. My old colleague, Heavy Kevy, sent me a picture of it to let me know that he saw my whole family up there. So.
Love it.
Yeah. 17 points, 5 rebounds is what I was getting at for Morgan Korff, the freshman, and 9 of those here in the second half. In fact, in the first 6 minutes of the second half. So not even the full second half here. Royzum will come in. We'll see Hazel Hogrud take a seat. Kurt Fillion along with Jed Carlson with the broadcast call on yourliveevent.com tonight. Thanks for being with us. And Ben Gronke, our videographer for tonight as well. A student here at Hawley High School doing a great job for us, as he always does. As a travel here against the Nuggets. Turnover 7 going against Hawley, their third of this second half. Pelicans only turned it over once in this second half. That was on that steal by Rusted not too long ago, just about a minute ago on the clock.
Relatively clean game by both of these squads for two teams that know each other and really are playing good defense. I'd say the offenses are handling the ball nicely. Absolutely,
yeah. Forcing them into tough situations. We've seen some of those fouls where they weren't cheap ticky-tack fouls. It was aggressive. They were going after it. They were there, physically going at right there.
Like that.
Anders Rusted got a little bit too close. Her second personal, team's 5th. So Pelican will have it down on the baseline, and just under 10 minutes to play in the game. Nuggets still hanging on to that lead, though, 43-40.
I think psychologically it's important for the Nuggets to be able to hold on to that. If you lose the lead, that can kind of be a big mental blow for your squad when you have a 19-point lead at halftime. So this will be a crucial couple possessions here for both squads.
Welch over into the corner. She'll get it to Eisman. Eisman get some position. Pushed off there right at the end. Ollie's was close. But physical play we've been seeing out of both of those, as Ollie's going to pick up her 4th personal, team's 6th. So she's got 4. Brookshire's also got 4 on the Nuggets side. Brookshire on the bench right now with those 4 fouls. First free throw by Eisman is up and it's good. Nuggets increasing their lead on the boys' side, 51-40 over Lake Park Audubon. 6.5 to go in that one over in Audubon tonight. Appreciate the updates from Mr. Peter Natz, who you usually hear on the broadcast call of girls basketball. Taking the night off to go watch the boys on the road.
Taking a night off from the gym to be in another gym.
Yeah, exactly. To not have to talk about it and set up equipment. So I appreciate him setting up the equipment again for me tonight, too. That's always much appreciated. I just show up and start talking almost. Had to set up a couple of things, but that was it. Royzum with a defensive rebound for Pelican Rapids. They'll bring it up the floor. They trail by 2, 43-41. Spin move inside, back out. Royzum, 6-footers up. It's off, no good, and the rebound for Steer, plus she's fouled. Steer with her 6th rebound tonight. Foul's going against Eisman. That's going to be her 3rd personal, team 2nd.
Pelicans had 2 point-blank possessions at the front of the rim in the last 3 trips that I think they want back. They'd have the lead. So I think it'll be, as we talk about psychologically defeating for the Nuggets, that the opposite is true for the Vikings. If they could grab the lead here and really take control, I think they'd be flying high.
That'd be huge, yeah, absolutely. Like I say, the only lead they've had is 8-7 in that first half of play. So that would be very crucial. Here's a running jumper, no good. It was off balance by Steer. It was an offensive rebound for Brookshire, but then she got it ripped away underneath by the defense of Hogrud. Back to the other end, Pelican Rapids, a double team. Korff will get around that little crossover. Nice spin move, leans in for the shot, rolls off, no good. Ball tipped, and Vetter will get that board, her 5th. She'll push it up the floor with a 43-41 lead. Steer on the drive, inside, lofts it up. Brookshire around the defense, slips up, and it's good. 2 more.
Nice pass by Anna Steer, big bucket. But just like that, here comes Pelican. I'd like to see Hogrud just shoot that one, let it fly.
Hogrud will drive to the block, and shot is no good. He almost gets her own rebound. Vetter is going to secure it, though. She'll take it 1-on-2 with no fear. The 8th grader with a left-handed layup. Couldn't get it to go. Backstrom with the rebound, her 2nd, as she was trying to get back up from falling down. She's able to still get that rebound.
Little Euro step there by Vetter, too. I'd have loved to see that one go down.
45-41. The Nuggets finally got another bucket there. Emma Brookshire.
There's the screen.
Inside, Royzum. Layup good.
That's
nice
just
find.
one screen by your best player when coach is saying don't leave her, and and it creates an opening. That's a great job by Pelican Rapids adjusting to the way that she's being played.
Roysam's got a quiet 11 here tonight. She's into double figures. Foul again going against Pelican Rapids. Steer will head to the line to shoot 2. Foul's going against Anna Roysam. That's her second, personal team's 4th.
Just a guess, Kurt, out of somebody who hasn't seen the Pelican Rapids Vikings play a lot. I'm guessing Morgan Korff sees that kind of defense a lot. And it's something that they put in, like, hey, let's use her as a screener. And she does a tremendous job of that. Credit to her.
Absolutely. Yeah. She can see the floor very well. She can recognize those defenses. And she's patient, too, waiting for her teammates to get those screens underneath. In fact, the entire team is. There's some really nice passes. Welch has made some really good passes from up top. They've done a great job of finding Roysam inside. Welch when she's down there along with Backstrom.
You almost have to take your lumps and switch that, right? And just, you know what, if she scores on our secondary or third defender, then you just shake her hand and say congratulations. But you can't give them up right at the rim like that. Too easy. Pelicans got them 2 or 3 times tonight on that look.
Both free throws connected on by Anna Steer. Now 5 of 6 from the free throw line with 23 points, 6 rebounds for Anna. 47-43 Nuggets with a 4-point lead, 7:28 to play in the game. Backstrom with it up top, waiting for something to create there. Nobody's moving. They'll hand it off to Hazel Hogrud.
Hogrud's been solid for Pelican tonight, too.
She has,
just
absolutely.
Done a lot of good things. Great pass there.
Inside, Welch shot, no good. Gets the offensive rebound, that's good. Oh, Brookshire was up. They call it a jump ball. Oh, well, it wasn't a foul, but it was.
She got her hand on that thing, I think.
Shot.
Kind of stopped the momentum of the ball there. I think that was the right call. Coach Korff is not going to agree with me there, but I do think she stopped it.
Yeah, she definitely stopped it. And it must have been, the official obviously has a good view of that, where that ball is when it's on both hands. You pancake it in there between the two, sandwich that ball in there. That definitely is. Inside, nice pick and roll underneath. They find Emma Brookshire. She's got 6.
Really important possession coming up from the Vikings with the Nuggets inching back the other way. Does the pendulum swing, or are we going to come back the other way? I think this is a really important trip.
I like how Brookshire is playing aggressive, even with the 4 fouls. You're getting after it. That's fun to see that. Inside, bounce pass, Korff to Welch. Got the ball almost ripped loose, but a foul. Reach-in foul against the Nuggets. That will send her to the free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1. Foul's going against Destiny Salinas, so it's going to be her 3rd personal.
Now, if you're Pelican and you got 6.5 minutes of getting to the foul line on every whistle, time to be uber aggressive.
Welch 1 of 2 from the line tonight, 9 points and 7 rebounds. She's got the opportunity to accompany Anna Roysam and Morgan Korff in double figures, and she does.
Great stroke. I mean, I don't think she's hit the rim tonight.
Ellie Welch.
This is what we wanted, Kurt, right?
It
Good
is.
old Heart of Lakes battle back and forth. I don't think it's what we expected with a couple of double-digit swings by each team, but hey, we'll take it any way we get it. This is awesome.
Timeout taken. Lakes Community Co-op bringing us our scoreboard tonight. 6:37 to play in the game in a section and conference matchup tonight. The Hawley Nuggets hanging on to the lead, 49-45 over Pelican Rapids. We're back with more from Hawley on yourliveevent.com right after this. Welcome back to Hawley High School. Nuggets will inbound against some full court pressure put on by Pelican Rapids. Again, trying to get those traps. Nice job. Anna Steer just takes it right through. No fear. Inside, they'll go Brookshire.
If you're Pelican, you definitely don't want to give Anna Steer that sideline. Ooh, nice finish.
Gets 2 more. She's got 4. Marissa Ollis gets on the board again. Inside. Nice quick pass. Eisman pivots with the shot, no good. Brookshire there with the rebound. That's her 8th. She'll go to the right side, give it to Steer. 51-45. Even though this got within 2 points here in the second half, Nuggets have not given up the lead in a game they've led other than 8-7 and a 2-2 tie. It's been Nuggets in command. Right side, here's Vetter. Faking the 3, she'll drive to the free throw line, kicks it over to Salinas. Almost lost it out of bounds. Now it's going to be stolen away by Korff.
I don't think she needed to save that one, Kurt. I think it was off Pelican.
So. Yeah, that's just one of those kind of natural reactions going after that ball because you just don't know and you want to be safe. Handoff goes here is Hogrud to the wing. They'll get it to Welch. She'll hand it off to Korff off the screen. Pressured here closely by Salinas. Not taking her eyes off her. It's right there. Here's a jump stop shot off the glass, no good. Hollis with the rebound, her 5th. And we got a foul going against Pelican Rapids. They got a little too close.
Now, if you watch this possession here, I think Pelican wants to trap Anna Steer and get the ball out of her hand, but they're giving her, she's beat them up the sideline about 3 trips. I think you got to cut that off, let Korff come over and trap, get it out of her hands, and I think force someone else for Hawley to handle the basketball. I think that's what they're trying to do.
I don't think you can trap Steer.
Yeah, maybe
I
you can't.
don't think you can.
Well,
once she gets going, she's just going to weave right through that defense somehow. She's going to find a way.
This is exactly what Pelican wants, though, right?
Yep.
And Ingrid
Nice
did a
take.
great job there, but that's what they want.
Absolutely.
Somebody else to handle the basketball.
Brookshire with it on the elbow. Right side, they'll get it to Salinas. She's double teamed in the corner. She'll get around that. Kicks it up top. Here's Steer. She's open. 3-pointers on the way. That's good.
A big one.
26 for Anna Steer, the senior.
Salinas with the
45.
tough pass on that baseline.
That was against 2 defenders. Here's an answer. Hogrud at the other end.
Buckle up,
Pelican
Kurt.
Rapids.
Buckle up.
Geez, I didn't even bring my
This
seatbelt.
is fun.
Man, we're probably going to get picked up now.
Heart of Lakes girls basketball at its finest tonight.
They're
This is
going full
tremendous.
speed on the court. We don't have our seatbelts on. What are we supposed to do, Jed? We must be on a bus. Here's a free throw line. This is Brookshire with it. Pressure put on, back out to Steer. She'll take it on the drive. A little stutter to look, and not a whole lot happening. Bounces it back in for Brookshire, and we got a foul. Bodied up there on the play. I think it was Royzum. There was a couple of players close. Nope, it's actually Korff. That's going to be her 3rd.
So
Team 6th.
Now is when it gets tricky, Kurt. You get to that 4-minute mark with a 6-point lead. Now is when you got to start to think about it. Make sure it's a good shot. Play a little bit more conservative. Even if it isn't in the flow, make sure it's the shot that your team wants. And it's a hard thing for high school kids to do. It's a lot easier as coaches and spectators. I know that.
Top of the key, here's Brookshire. She'll hand it off to Anna Steer. Steer looking to go. She's pressured there closely. She'll get it over to Rusted on the left side.
Football, it's the 4-minute offense, right? Run the ball, keep the clock moving.
That's
Salt
right.
away the game.
Yep, exactly. The shot was no good for the Nuggets, but they'll head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Fouls going against Korff. That's her 4th personal, team 7th.
Both teams in the bonus now. This one could be decided at the free throw line, Kurt.
Absolutely, I think so. You got 2 teams that are going hard. You're going to have to. I mean, you're going to have to attack the basket, especially Pelican Rapids. I mean, that's the point. You're down by 6, make it 7, and a chance to make it 8 now for Ingrid Rusted. 4:10 to play.
Hawley's off guards in Rusted and Vetter offensively have stepped their game up tonight too, and they've played mature and they've played like experienced kids.
Oh, they played really well. The entire team has. I mean, both sides. Just like we say, it's just a well-played game. Very clean, very crisp. Only 6 turnovers against Pelican tonight, 9 against the Nuggets. But a lot of it's forced inside. Here's Royzum with a nice shot underneath and a nice find by Korff. 13 for Anna Royzum.
And like you said, you can't trap Anna Steer, Kurt.
No, exactly. Look at her go. I just don't know how you could. Here's a
good
lob pass inside. Brookshire and a nice find by Alice. Great job by the Nuggets. Ball movement to get 2 more. 58-50 they lead. On the drive, Korff fouled on her way in. She's going to the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
Just waste no time taking it back, drawing a whistle, and getting to the line.
Salinas going to pick up her 4th personal, and the team's in 8th.
And don't foul her once.
Yeah.
That's not easy to do.
She's done a very nice job on her, though, tonight.
Good luck, kid, you know.
Steer will get the rebound.
Got to play your game, and if you foul out, you foul out.
Absolutely, yeah. Korff with those 4 fouls. You got to imagine this Nugget team is just going to take it at her if they see her go to the basket like they have. Around the defense, Steer with a shot, can't get it to go. Is on the offside of the rim there when she was going under the basket. Eisman with the rebound. Here's up top. This is Korff, pressured closely by Salinas. Top of the key, they'll get it to Eisman.
I'm gonna double Korff off every ball screen in action that I have to make sure someone else beats me.
Just watch. Just look at Salinas. Just watching. It's just, you're not going to get this ball back. That is good defense. That is sticking to your assignment.
Korff was just about to set another baseline screen for an open Ellie Welsh down there too.
Timeout for Pelican Rapids Lakes Community Co-op bringing us our timeouts, our scoreboard, I should say. 2:51 to play in the game. 58-51, Hawley with a 7-point lead over Pelican Rapids in girls basketball tonight. Upcoming schedule for these two teams. Nuggets will have they'll have a week off actually. Well, their next game will be coming up on Valentine's Day. So next Tuesday they'll be at East Grand Forks. And let's see, Pelican Rapids will have a game coming up here on Thursday, an important section matchup, another Heart of Lakes Conference matchup too with Barnesville, in Barnesville. And they'll close out the regular season 4 straight home games starting on February 13th, next Monday. Crookston, Breckenridge, East Hewlin, Hitterdall, and Clinton, Graceville, Beardsley are the 4 teams coming to the Vikings home.
I'd like to see Morgan Korff and Abby John go at it with those 2 young guards, you know, Barnesville and Pelican.
Oh, absolutely.
Big side out. Coaches love this. After timeout, Coach Korff's going to have something special here.
That's how this playoff season is going to be a fun one. It's going to be tough to see teams go down, but it's going to be good aggressive play like we've been seeing here all night. Here's a 3-point attempt by Pelican, no good. Long rebound goes to Royism to keep it alive. Out to Welch. Welch tries to drive, closely guarded by Steer. Drives all the way and shot contested. Oh, Steer's able to get, she stepped out of bounds. I thought she saved it, but she did have a foot out of bounds. Official right there to catch that, but great defense by Anna Steer. It'll stay Vikings basketball.
Oh,
inbound.
beautiful.
Oh, nice find.
Beautiful.
Welch. Great cut by Ellie Welch. She's got 13 on a find by Korff.
Just a little screen-to-screener action. That stuff works whether you're in 5th grade or a senior, Kurt. It's tough for the defense.
Steer off balance. Little fadeaway jumper there. She was bumped partially there. Eisman will get the rebound, her 4th. Play call from the sideline from Coach Brian Korff. To set it up for his daughter Megan, the freshman up top. Here's Welch. Hand in her face there, Steer. Off the screen by Korff. Welch is not afraid to fire away. Ball knocked away. Great job by Rusted down to the other end with a layup. Good. Ingrid Rusted with 11 points.
That was a big play by Ingrid Rusted.
Converting off of the 7th turnover by Pelican Rapids, 60-53. 1:40 to play in the game. Nuggets trying to hold on and secure the victory. They lost to Pelican earlier this year only by 4. Inside pass, Welch spin move, shots up, and it's good. Ellie Welch with 2 more. She's at 15.
Really smart by Pelican there. They're taking Emma Brookshire's player and setting the ball screen. Instead of Ellie Welch, they said, nope, actually, Brookshire's guarding you. And I think it's Easeman came out and set the ball screen. They're going to attack the big post player with 4.
They're going to spread the floor here. Nuggets going to force them to come out and foul. That's going to be Hogrud picking up her 2nd personal. And that will send Ingrid Rusted to the free throw line to shoot the 2. She's 4 for 4 from the line tonight, 11 points, couple rebounds, couple steals, a big steal on that previous play to convert on that left-handed layup and make it a 3-possession ball game at that time. Her vetter, Hollis, along with Brookshire and Steer out there, Anna Steer. So Rusted free throw is up. It's off the rim, no good. Hustles to try and get it. We got a foul going against Rusted as Korff was able to secure that board. She'll head to the other line to shoot the 1-and-1.
Kind of a worst case scenario for the Nuggets, right? They missed the front end and foul Korff in the process.
Yeah.
So they score a couple with the clock stopped.
Got the double whammy there.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, exactly. Stop the clock, kind of a triple whammy. Missed the free throw, you force the foul, and now you go to the other line for the free throws with the clock stopped. Chance to make it a 1-possession game here. Free throw is up, and the free throw by Korff good. She'll get the 2nd. She will get the 2nd. Chance to make her 20th point of the night. Anna Steer leads all players with 26 on the Nuggets end. Free throw is up, and the free throw good. She does connect. She's up to 20. 60-57 on your Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. 1:10 to play in the game in Hawley tonight. Girls basketball on yourliveevent.com. We're taking a break. We're back with more from Hawley right after this. Good atmosphere tonight in Hawley as the Nuggets will step onto the floor. Ingrid Rusted, Emma Brookshire, along with Anna Steer, Marissa Ollis, and Katie Vetter out there for the Nuggets. Hawley boys picking up the win on the road tonight, 64-52 over Lake Park Audubon. Again, appreciate the updates from Coach Nats over in Audubon tonight. As we close out this girls basketball game, Nuggets hanging on with a 3-point lead. Have led by as many as 19 points in this one. Rusted with it. She's going to be fouled by the 8th grader Megan Guler, who's into the ball game. That's her first personal.
Big free throws coming up for Rusted, who had a really big play with the steal and the lay-in.
So 1-and-1 situation for Rusted, who's 4 of 5 from the line tonight, 11 points. Trying to add to that. Yeah, crucial free throw. Free throw is up and it's good. She'll get the bonus.
Big one for the sophomore there. Big free throw.
And then after this free throw, both teams are in the double bonus. So if you get fouled, regardless whether you're shooting or not, you're going to be heading to the free throw line to shoot 2. So Rusted will try and connect on the second. She does. Important free throws right there. All free throws are important, obviously, but especially now. Up to 13 points for Rusted and a 62-57 lead for the Hawley Nuggets with just under a minute to play. What do you think, Jed?
You know, I think it's a surprisingly even game. You look up there, each team's best player got in the 20s. Their secondary player with 13 and 15, 9 fouls apiece. A game where both teams have had double-digit runs in them. This is just fantastic. I'm excited to see the last minute. If I'm Coach Gottenberg, I'm not going to let Morgan Korff beat me. I'm just not. If I have to give up an open 3 to a secondary player, so be it. I trust my kids to continue to play good defense, but any ball screen, anything like that, I'm going to make sure I double her while being careful if she does set a screen for someone else. If I'm the Vikings, I'm just going to push and attack and see if I can get to the foul line. If Morgan Korff gets to the foul line, it seems like 2 points, and there's a lot of possessions left in a 1-minute basketball game if you want there to be. So
definitely.
Could be. I just can't wait to come down the stretch here.
Yeah, that is for sure. And this is a situation. Sounds like, I don't know how that first game went, but it sounds like it's very similar in terms of how that goes. So Coach Gottenberg probably thinking, I don't want deja vu. I don't want this happening
No, that's got to creep in your head a little bit, right? If you had a lead and you lost it last time, I mean, that's got to be there. So
Korff will drive outside. 3-pointer by Hogrud is too hard. Exactly. Rebound goes for Anna Steer. That's going to be her 8th rebound. Steer will push it up the floor, get it across the timeline. That's the most important. Then hanging onto the basketball to make sure.
I'm keeping this thing if I'm Anna Steer.
Don't get stolen. They'll get it to Vetter. Ooh. Vetter left side for Rusted. Brookshire wide open underneath, but keep that ball as far away. You don't want those skip passes for any dangerous situations.
And Rusted just stepped up and nailed 2, and it's not that we don't have confidence in her, but if I'm Anna Steer, I got 26 tonight, senior leader. I'm going to try to get to the foul line here selfishly, and she did.
Senior Kelsey Eisman will pick up her 5th and final. She will foul out with 33 seconds to play. So we will see her come out, and Megan Guler will come back into the game, the 8th grader, to accompany Hogrud, Korff, Welch, and Royzum. Free throw is up. Free throw good for Anna Steer. Steer will connect.
Interesting to see what kind of defense. I hear Coach Gottberg barking out some signals if they're going to stay man-to-man, if they're going to play some zone.
Free throw number 2, rims off, no good. Stays a 2-possession ball game.
Their man.
On the left side, here's Korff. Step back, 3-pointers on the way. It's off the rim, no good. Long rebound. Korff is able to save it. She does to Guler, and Guler is going to be fouled. Wow, what a play there by Morgan Korff to keep that one alive.
Hustle play there by Maddie Guler. Oh, I'm sorry, Megan Guler. I watch a fair amount of Cobber women's basketball. Her sister plays. I think there's an Eastman on that team as well. So on the Cobber women. And by the way, I know it's not the time, but shout out to the Cobber women and the season they're having. They're 17-3 right now.
Absolutely.
So sorry about to Megan for calling her Maddie.
Marissa Ollis will pick up her 5th and final. Fouls out with 4 points, 5 rebounds. Kelsey Eisman, who fouled out for Pelican Rapids, at 6 points, 4 rebounds for the Vikings as they trail 63-57.
Going to ice the 8th grader here.
Yeah, now we've got the timeout situation. And Guler will have some free throws coming up. We'll just keep her right here, Jed, because 18 seconds remaining. We don't want to miss the action as they talk about their plans, their schemes. No timeouts were taken in that first half, and now this second half we're definitely making up for that.
I think you're right. If you're the Vikings, you make the free throw here. I don't, sometimes you're like, well, let's make them make a pass or two. I don't think you have that luxury with 18 ticks left. As soon as it's inbound, if you can't get a steal, you're going to fold an eye on the inbound, but you just got to foul right away, regardless of who it is, and live with the results at the line, and then probably be thinking 3 after that.
The impressive thing about this Hawley team, they had a 19-point lead at halftime. They gave up 16 in a row in the first 4.5 minutes of this second half. If you missed that and just tuning in here right now, they a 16-0 run for Pelican Rapids. They got within 2. Pelicans had 1 lead tonight. That was 8-7 back in the first half. It was within the first few minutes of the first half. And the Nuggets have not given up the lead in the second half.
Ooh.
Free throw, no
You
good.
got a foul right there. Oh.
For Guler. As we get offensive, Guler inside. Here's Welch with a shot. That's good. Welch with 2 more. She's up to 17 after another offensive rebound here for Pelican Rapids with 8.2 seconds remaining. A 63-59 lead for the Hawley Nuggets. And I tell you what, this is it's an important section matchup too, regardless of, I think it's more momentum side going into the playoffs, trying to realize that, the Nuggets have knocked down a couple of the top 3 or 4 teams in their section between Crookston and Thief River Falls. They played tough with Perm. They're playing tough with Pelican. They played tough with them twice now this year. And Hawley is still in that number 6 spot in 8AA. So what a section we've got here for girls basketball.
I'm going to be honest, if I'm coaching this, I don't want to play either one of these 2 teams. I don't want to have to worry about Morgan Korff and the explosiveness, and then just the Nuggets with, what they can do. This is without Izzy Steer and Izzy Johnson off the bench, so shorthanded. It's a big performance. Oh, missing Ingrid Rusted over here. Got it to
Get
Steer.
it to Steer. Steer will get it the inbound. She's going to be fouled right away by Roysum. That's going to be her 3rd. To the line at the other end to shoot 2 will be Anna Steer.
Anna Steer had a really big bucket when Hawley was ice cold. Pelicans on a 16-0 run. You and I are like, they just got to get one going. And she went weaving through the defense past 3 kids and finished left-handed and kind of broke the ice for Hawley, and they didn't look back.
Steer at the line. First one's up, and the first one is good. So 5-point lead. It's still going to be a 2-possession game regardless, but only 5 seconds remaining. Nuggets should have enough to have the handle on the victory here tonight. Free throw is up, and the free throw, good. Until that final buzzer goes off, I'm not going to say any more on that. Here's a 3-point attempt. It's up, and that one is off, no good. And that will be the final score. The Hawley Nuggets coming away with the victory, 65-59 over Pelican Rapids here tonight in girls basketball. Stay tuned. Our post-game report is coming up next on yourliveevent.com. Welcome back. Our post-game report here tonight in the victory for the Hawley Nuggets, 65-59, improving their record to 13-7. Pelican Rapids will drop to 16-5 with the loss here tonight. Just a great effort by both teams in this one. A game of runs, a huge run in that first half for the Hawley Nuggets. They led 41-22 at halftime. Pelican opened up the second half in the first 4.5 minutes with a 16-0 run and got within a couple points 2 or 3 times there in that second half, but just couldn't pull the lead or even tie the game. The Nuggets did a nice job of containing and holding on to that lead throughout the game. Had some great play tonight by several players. 29 points, 8 rebounds to lead the way. Anna Steer, 8 of 11 from the free throw line tonight. She just did a great job of controlling the tempo for the Nuggets in this one. Ingrid Rusted, 13 points, 6 of 7 from the line and a couple rebounds. 8 points, 8 rebounds for Emma Brookshire tonight. 2 points, 6 rebounds for Katie Vetter. 9 points and a rebound for Sophie Cook. Marissa Allis, 4 points, 5 rebounds. 14 of 18 from the line as a team. 30 rebounds, 6 steals, 9 turnovers for the Nuggets in the win. And even though there was no points, no rebounds, you can't forget about Destiny Salinas, the way she played here tonight as a senior leader. She had the job of trying to contain Korff, and a player that can be explosive and score a lot more than 20. She was able to hold her to 20, if you want to call that holding to certain points, but she was so aggressive and just defensively, she came ready to go and very focused.
She's for sure getting a game ball in the locker room,
Yeah.
right? I mean, she was tremendous, like you said. It's regardless of what the stat sheet says, and that was awesome. And I think the counterpoint, like you made, we were talking off air. If you're a freshman guard in the Heart of Lakes and another team does a great job on you, and you have 20, that speaks volumes about how good you are as a player. And I think, she is going to be scary good, Morgan Korff for Pelican Rapids. But for the Nuggets, total team effort, everybody contributed. Anna Steer was phenomenal. Not as many assists tonight because she knew she had to be aggressive, and she did it with points instead. I thought Rustad had some big plays, as good in key spots as I've seen her this year. Brookshire was aggressive tonight. She got some boards. She was aggressive down low, and she finished, and she battled the foul trouble, didn't foul out of the game. Sophie Cook hit three big threes when they needed them. And even though she didn't play down the stretch, she's kind of that microwave player, a little instant offense off the bench. Marissa played like a senior. She was tremendous. Katie Vetter. I think all the Nuggets really stepped up. We talked, during the commercial there, when somebody's out like that, kids just step up. They know what's expected of them. They know they have to do it. And that's just, it's a powerful thing mentally when you know that. So credit to the Nuggets, huge win. Pelican Rapids is going to be just fine. They're going to be there at the end. They're well coached. They got some good players, and a lot of their players are young too. You look at that Roisman girl, and she's only a sophomore, and she did a nice job. And best player's a freshman. So Pelican will be there at the end, and I think Hawley can beat anybody, and it's just going to be fun, Kurt. I hope we'll have to watch some playoff games together, you and I. Because when we get together, good things happen. I think we've all seen good games up here, man.
That is for sure. Yeah, they've all been good battles, close games, just very entertaining, and a lot of energy that we've been seeing here throughout these games. So Enbridge Energy Player coming up too, along with RDK Precision Players of the Game, part of our post-game report here tonight. We'll also get a chance, hopefully, to chat with Bill Gottenberg, head coach of the Hawley Nuggets, as well. As far as the stats go on the Pelican Rapids side, Morgan Korff, 20 points, 7 rebounds, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Ellie Welch had a nice night, 17 points, 7 rebounds, a couple steals, 3 of 4 from the line tonight. 13 points for Anna Roisum, 4 rebounds for her, 6 points, 6 boards for Hazel Hogrud, and Kelsey Eisman, 6 points, 4 rebounds, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Pelican, 13 of 18 from the line, 32 rebounds, 5 steals, only committed 7 turnovers in the loss. 65-59 here tonight in girls basketball, but great effort, fun game to watch and be part of here tonight on the broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Clean game too, wasn't it, Kurt?
Very clean.
Both teams played well, both ends.
Absolutely. Jed, appreciate the time. It's always fun to get a chance to connect with you and do some basketball, and if we get the opportunity again, I'll gladly have you back.
I appreciate the opportunity, my friend. I enjoy that more than you know, so
awesome.
Thank you.
Yes,
take care.
Thank you,
God
Jed
bless.
Carlson joining us. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with more on our post-game report right after this. Back here on our post-game report, let's get into some post-game awards. RDK Enterprises bringing us our Precision Players of the Game in the victory for the Hawley Nuggets here tonight. Very precise and just controlling the tempo, controlling the activity on the offensive side, and a great defensive effort tonight, too. 29 points, 8 rebounds, 8 of 11 from the line for senior Anna Steer, one of our RDK Enterprises Precision Players of the Game in the victory for the Hawley Nuggets. And also on the Pelican Rapids side, I got to go with Morgan Korff. Boy, she came on strong in that second half. She did a nice job of controlling the tempo on the offensive side for the Pelican Rapids team as well, creating opportunities for her teammates, getting them opportunities for shots inside and outside. Just very precise on that offensive side, too, and very aggressive defense that we saw. Very similar players in Anna Steer and the freshman Morgan Korff are RDK Enterprises Precision Players of the Game. They thank you, the area growers, for your trust in RDK Enterprises as your planter experts. RDK Enterprises continues to invest in the education of their team members and to provide the customer service you expect from their planter experts at RDK Enterprises. Always revisit the performance of your planters. Call 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com. RDK Enterprises of Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota. Our Enbridge Energy Players of the Game here tonight in the victory for the Hawley Nuggets. Boy, there's a couple of players I thought that really brought the energy for this team and kept it consistent throughout the entire night. One of those was senior Marissa Alice. 4 points, 5 rebounds, fouled out late in this ball game. Boy, I tell you what, despite the fact you don't get a lot of points on the board or even a lot of rebounds, or she had 1 steal to go along with that too, but she had excellent defense. She was all over the place on the defensive side. Came through with some very good aggressive offensive plays here tonight too, some weak side screens. She is one of our energy players along with Destiny Salinas. Boy, she played a heck of a game on Morgan Korff here tonight. Korff still ended up with 20 points, but that's the kind of player she is. She can knock down those shots and she can come up with some great offense when it comes down to it. But Destiny Salinas, another Enbridge Energy player of the game here tonight. As we'll take a quick break, we're actually going to be joined by a couple of our players after the victory for Hawley, 65-59 over Pelican Rapids here tonight. Continue with more on our post-game report right after this. Back on our post-game report in the victory for the Hawley Nuggets, 65-59. Destiny Salinas is going to join us here after the win tonight for the Hawley Nuggets. Destiny, first off, congratulations to you and the team. Tell me your thoughts and just the outlook of how things went tonight overall in your performance as a team.
Yeah, I think we really wanted to get the win tonight because we have lost to them, and we came in very strong to the game, and I think that was it progressed very well throughout the game, and I think we had very good defense, even though we had many fouls. I think we did what we had to do on defense tonight.
Yeah, defense, like you say, with a lot of fouls, that comes with aggressive play. You guys were getting after it. You're getting into tough spots. Pelican Rapids probably forced a lot of that, too, where it was tough to get into position to try and get what you needed to do done. But credit your defense, especially yourself, against a very tough opponent in Morgan Korff. What were your thoughts going into the game having that kind of assignment?
Yeah, my favorite thing to do is defense, and I was honestly very excited to be put to the assignment of stopping her. And I think we executed it very well. She got very low points, which we were very happy about. And yeah, I think everyone did very well on help side and helping me, talking me through the screens. So, yeah.
Awesome. What do you feel you can take out of this game as far as confidence level? Does this boost you guys up quite a bit? I'm guessing it does.
Yeah. I think we could just see our strengths and moving the ball and doing defense, doing what we do well. I think sometimes we do things that we can't, and I think this game has taught us a lot about what we can improve on and what we can keep doing.
As one of the players out there, what do you feel are going to be the biggest focuses? What's Coach going to say here in practice for next week?
I think, honestly, help side getting that role. They made a lot of baskets on us through those roles. And, yeah, just working on our shooting and stuff.
All right, Destiny, congratulations on the win. Good luck the rest of the season. Destiny Salinas, one of our Enbridge Energy players of the game, joining us here tonight. We're going to pass the mic over to Marissa Allis. She's going to come and join us as well. Come on down. I'll wait till you get the headset on so you can hear me. You can hear me all right there? Yes. All right. Marissa, congratulations on the win here tonight. Give me your thoughts on how you guys played as a team tonight.
I think we played really, really well, especially with having Izzy and Izzy both out, which Izzy Steers a really, really, really big scorer for us. So stepping up as a team and getting those points and playing defense and helping each other really, really helped us win the game.
Did that help the focus a little bit too, coming into this game, knowing that they were gonna be out of the game, that you're gonna have to really get things put together, especially as a whole team effort?
Yeah, we knew that we needed to have other people step up because Izzy Steers a really big scorer for us, so we knew that we had to have other people scoring and stuff, and that just with our team mentality that really helped because everybody wants to step up and help.
One of the things that impressed me here tonight that I saw from you in particular in this game was a lot of people look at basketball as the scoring. Whoever the scorer is, it should be the star of the game. But to me, the effort that you had, you and Destiny both, you had a lot of good aggressive defensive plays. And that was the reason why I wanted you to come up here to talk about some of the things that you do to work on your defense, to get into position, to some of the little things that you work on to make yourself better on the defensive side.
Usually I try and watch the girls' stomach because that shows you which direction she's going. Even if she does these fancy moves or whatever, you can always watch their stomach. Sprinting out of your sliding, so when the girl's coming around you, you gotta sprint out of your stance and get in front of her and stop her, and then make her turn around and make her pass the ball pretty much. And then I really, really like doing help side defense, so being on the other side and having my other teammates rely on me coming across the lane and being there for them.
Yeah, it worked out really well here tonight as a team. Is another thing you try and work on is to get in a position for taking those charges? I saw you try and do that a couple of times.
Yeah, I've taken a couple of charges this year, and I really try and do that for my team because it goes the other direction. We get the ball, and they get in trouble, and it gets team morale up, and everybody's cheering. And
absolutely. I think that's one of the most underestimated parts of the game is taking a charge. Have you taken some here this year?
Yes, I've taken a couple the last couple of games. So
yeah, it definitely is a big-time momentum switch for when you get into those situations like you were just saying. So what are some of the things you see as a player out there now that you guys want to work on or maybe focus on a little bit more as you get closer to playoffs?
I think the biggest thing we need to work on is just talking screens at the beginning of the game because I feel like we get caught sometimes. So we just need to talk screens a little bit more. And then just slowing down sometimes because we get a little hyped up. So just slowing down and setting up the ball sometimes. And I think those are the couple of things that we need to work on right now.
Sounds good. Marissa, congratulations on the win and good luck throughout the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Marissa Allis joining to the victory over Pelican Rapids, 65-59. You want to send your coach up for me? All right, thank you. So there we go, the victory for the Hawley Nuggets here tonight. Again, they improved to 13-7 with the victory. As far as the Pelican Rapids Vikings, they dropped to 16-5. Next up for the Nuggets, they will have East Grand Forks on the road. That'll be coming up next Tuesday, so they'll have a week to get rested up and ready to go for their next action here for girls basketball. And Pelican Rapids, they'll be right back at it on Thursday night when they are at Barnesville. And then they'll finish off the regular season with 4 straight home games on Monday, February 13th, all the way through Friday, February 24th. So that's where we're at with that. But a big section and conference win here tonight for the Hawley Nuggets. They bumped their record to 3-7 in the conference. And let's see, 7-6 in the section now with the victory as well. We'll let Mr. Gottenberg come on up and get ready to roll. You all ready, Bill? All right. I'll let you put on the headset, and we'll be ready to chat with the head coach of the Hawley Nuggets here, Bill Gottenberg, after the 65-59 win over Pelican Rapids on Tuesday night. And boy, what a big win for you and the girls here tonight, Bill. A very nice team effort. Everybody stepped up in different roles on the offensive and defensive side. Just your thoughts following this one against Pelican Rapids.
Yeah, very proud of the girls. That was a fun game. Really played flawless the first half. And, at halftime we said, okay, I'm sure Pelican's not having a picnic over there in their locker room, so they're going to come out. And they got the momentum the second half and got it down to 3. And they had a shot there, I think, just a little bunny to probably tie it up there at one point, but kids got some rebounds when they needed them, hit some shots when we needed that, and to keep the momentum on get the momentum back, and executed well down the stretch there. So fun win.
Yeah, the impressive thing with this team is you had a 19-point lead at halftime. They went on a 16-0 run to get things going in that second half. Might have rattled them just a little bit there at times, but it didn't really show. Your girls really stepped up, and they were able to hold on to the lead the entire second half and continue on doing good things, moving the basketball, and just kind of shake that off. I mean, the credit to your team on the ability to do that. That was a great thing to see, especially getting closer to playoffs now.
Yeah, that's a good point, Kurt. When I was talking to them, they didn't look rattled, they didn't look fried, or they still seemed to be trying. It's just that the ball wasn't dropping, and everything Pelican was doing was going well. And then they got a basket here and there, and then we started to flow, and it was nice to have both Marissa and Emma at the same time. They do a nice job of passing. Anna broke the press, got it down there, got it to Marissa. Marissa hit Emma for some nice passes there, and kind of took back the possessions of the game there and showed we meant business down the stretch.
Yeah, one player thought, two players that were just up here, Marissa and Destiny, I thought they played, a heck of a game, especially on the defensive side. They were so aggressive. Destiny had an important assignment here tonight with Morgan Korff as the player she had to try and contain, and I felt she did just that. She was not letting her out of her sight, and she did a nice job of basically sticking right on her the entire night.
Proud of Destiny, she's improved steadily as the year's gone on. She hadn't played varsity at all last year. She was on the JV team, and she's continued to get better. She's taking care of the ball. She's playing defense, and and she really's got that energy. That's what she loves is defense, and she's quick and strong. She's got a lot of the weightlifting records here in our school, and it's tough to screen her. She's going to blast through screens when they try to screen her.
And Marissa, too, just getting after it on pretty much every aspect of the game. It's like wherever the Pelican players were, there was Marissa right in that area, either getting rebounds or coming off the screens or whatever it might be. Just that aggressive type of defense, I'm sure that's fun to see as a coaching staff.
Well, she's fearless, Marissa. She'll use her body. She'll take charges, and she gives it all she's got every day in practice, and then every game. And she too has been really a team spirit. There was times where she didn't play much during the year, and but then, hey, this is a senior. She wants to win. She goes out there and gives it all she's got, and that rubs off on the rest of the team.
Fun to see when you get a couple of your players out with some injuries here tonight. Everybody else stepping up. I know we talked about that before the game, too, that's an important aspect of it. And seeing that nearing the end of the regular season has got to be a good feeling. But out of this now, you've got about a week to get set for East Grand Forks, so some time to rest up. But what are some things you look at as a team and continue to build off of from tonight?
Well, we have a pickleball tournament on Thursday now. This is going to be big here. And so the kids will need to rest tomorrow for that.
Okay.
And so we'll kind of, that's what we're focusing now is this pickleball tournament here. In our home gym here against each other. We'll see who the champion is.
Who's the number 1 seed?
Well, it's not
you?
It's not Sierra or Emma is the way I hear it.
Oh, okay.
They're not
the 1 seed?
They're not going to be the top seeds, I guess.
Okay. Must be Mr. Lofgren, huh? He's got to be up there. Or the coach is
not
part of it.
We're going to turn this over to Mrs. Brenna now. She teaches that in Phi Ed. And Kylie Manthe will make the teams. And we'll see what happens.
Okay. We should probably broadcast that is what you're saying, huh?
Well, it'll be exciting.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Bill, appreciate the time. Congratulations on a nice win tonight, and good luck throughout the rest of the season as well.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Kurt.
Thank you. Bill Gottenberg, head coach of the Hawley Nuggets, joining us here after the victory, 65-59 in girls basketball here tonight. That'll wrap things up from Hawley High School. Thanks again to all of our sponsors for helping make the broadcast possible, the ones you've seen throughout the broadcast and see scrolling across the screen. We ask that you patronize them. At the very least, tell them thank you. Also, thanks to Jed Carlson and Ben Gronke, part of the crew here tonight. Jed, our color commentator, and Ben was taking care of the camera duties, as always, doing a great job with that. And to you, the listener, for tuning in and watching our coverage on yourliveevent.com. Signing off from Hawley High School, I'm Kurt Fillion. Have a great night, everyone.